Can I go on now?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
All right, fine. So where do I start from? Probably no need for introduction anymore, so I'll just dive in. We'll be doing this is going to be the digital marketing class of your WDEP program. And I'll be your facilitator for today. My name is Utobang Iberedem, like I said, but you can call me IB, just to shorten things up and not bite your tongue or murder my name in the process. So I'll start by asking a very simple question that I will always ask anybody. What is digital marketing, or what do you think digital marketing is in simple terms? In trying to put pieces together, put words together, what would you think, or what would you say digital marketing is?
Good morning. My name is Esther
Yes,
from Out of Dodge. In a very simple term, from my understanding of digital marketing, it's just a way of reaching out to your target audience using the social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, the LinkedIn, the Instagram. Just using digitally getting your goods and services to your target audience.
Okay. Thank you. Any other person?
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. I can hear you.
I would say digital marketing is creating awareness of your product online, making an online presence on your product.
Okay, thank you. Kufu Wurula, your hand is up. You have the floor.
It's Koporola.
Okay,
Good morning, everyone. My name is Koporola, and I'm the CEO of Dark Hat Foods. So I would say digital marketing is the process or a method of using online presence in our either being a professional or business owner. It's an online presence.
Okay, thank you. Correct. Someone else hand is up. Sorry,
Yeah.
Oladili.
Yes, Oladile. Yeah, good morning, sir. My name is Fiyin Fulwa. Okay, so digital marketing is a means of promoting and selling your products or services via social media.
Thank you. Via social media. All right. Thank you. Is any other person trying to say anything else? Anybody again? Nobody.
Good morning. I'm Kudirat.
Yes, Kudirat. Good morning.
Digital marketing is a way of using the internet and online-based digital technologies to market our product, to market a product.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Everybody has been correct so far. It's all correct. So digital marketing is simply what you said. Is if we put words together, it is simply the marketing, the promotion of goods, products, and services using digital means or digital platforms. Digital platforms include social media, and include social media, which of course are all digital platforms. Anything that has to do with mobile phones, systems, or laptops, all of those stuff are digital. So that is simply what digital marketing is in simple terms, right? It's just you promoting your product or promoting your goods and your services using digital means or digital platforms, right? So in our today's world, right, digital marketing has taken a center stage in the sense that virtually every brand and everybody tries to market or push their products online. If you are not online in this particular world now, you probably be missing out on a whole lot of market or a very huge market that you're supposed to tap into. So it is very imperative that people are trying to market online. So let me see if I'll share my screen. Let me look for this and share my screen very quickly so we can talk. Yeah, so give me a moment. Okay, confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
can see it.
Yes, we can
Thank
see.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Okay, so yeah, like you all defined already, like I said, all your definitions are very correct. Digital marketing is the marketing of products or services using digital technologies via the internet, social media, or any other digital medium, right? The internet, social media, or any other digital medium. That is simply what digital marketing is. What is marketing? Start first of all, marketing is the promotion of products or services, right? That is what it is. The promotion of products or services. Someone's mic is on. Okay, guys, please, I don't have to be muting everybody. Just you know, keep mute. If you need to say something, raise your hand. I will always ask questions because this is going to be an interactive class. It's not something I'll just be teaching or saying things straight up. So yeah, please, thank you for complying. So, like I said, it is the marketing of product or services using digital technologies, the internet, social media, or any other digital medium per se. And it consists of different marketing strategies such as social media marketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, content marketing, name it, right? These are all social digital marketing strategies because these are where you are able to channel your efforts to be able to reach out to people online, right? You reach out to people via social media. How do they access social media? With their phones, with their smartphones, and via the internet. Reach out to people via emails, still on their smartphones via the internet. So these are all digital mediums, apps, applications. All of these are digital ways at which people now promote their products or services. And digital marketing, like we said, is driven by data and how best that data can be utilized to boost a business marketing goals. Compared to traditional methods, we have a lot of data on our hands when we are marketing something digitally. You can see how your stuffs are doing, right? Let's say, for instance, you are marketing, excuse me, you're maybe pushing out some stuff on social media. Maybe you are doing it organically. Organically means doing it without ads. That means you're not running ads. So whenever we say organic, it means natural, right? Yes, natural. That's a simple term. You are not running ad. You're not running any form of ad. You're not paying for your promotion. So that is organic. Then when we say something is inorganic, right? When we say something is inorganic, it means you are paying for it, right? So yeah, that's it. So when you're saying, let's say for instance, you put out something online, maybe you're using organic means to push it out per se, and you have it out organically, and you're looking to make some money from it, right? Or you're looking to maybe get it to more people. You have data on your hands because you can always see the analytics of the stuff that you've pushed out, right? You can see the analytics of you can see the analytics of things that you're pushing out. You can see the analytics of your stuff. You can see how far they have gone. You can see the number of people who liked it. You can see the reach. You can see all of those stuff. So there's a lot of data. But compared to, let's say, traditional methods of advertising now, like billboards, print, radio, and TV, you might not really be able to see so much data. For instance, if you put a billboard at a street on a road, you cannot really tell the number of people who saw your billboard because everybody is passing through that road. So you're now working with an average number of, okay, on this particular road, you are not even, it's not even going to be an accurate figure. But like, okay, maybe on this road, let's say maybe this road, people like 500 different people or 1,000 different people pass this route every day. And we are now working with that. Okay, so let's say this 1,000, you're now starting to do plenty probability and mathematics. Prints as well, you're giving out prints, you can't really track it. Radio and TV, quite the same, and it doesn't really give you a lot of traction. But with digital marketing, you know that, okay, you can actually track it. And with digital marketing, you know you're targeting a particular set of persons that are relevant to your business or your organization. For instance, you want to run an ad now. They have this section of the ad that goes into detailed targeting, where you have to target the exact people that you actually want to see your advertisement, right? So these people are the people who are going to see your ad. So you know that, okay, these are the people I'm targeting. And you know that you have a target of people that you want. So those who are not relevant to your business should not see your ad. That is what makes digital marketing superior and better. But if you're using traditional methods now, you are pushing it to virtually everybody. As much as you have your own target audience and target market, it's still practically everybody that is going to listen or see your ad. If you put a billboard, everybody is passing through that road, both the rich, the poor, everybody is passing through the road, both the people, and the people who you're even targeting might likely not even be in that particular location. And that depends on the kind of business that you're doing. So you see that you're not able to target a particular set of people that are relevant to your business organization. Same thing also goes for, let's say, radio and TV. Everybody listens to the radio. Practically anybody who has access to a radio listens to the radio. Somebody who's going to work in the morning can be listening to the radio when the taxi driver or the bus driver is playing it from his car radio. Somebody who has access to a TV is glued to a screen can see what you're doing, and they might not be interested, right? And you are paying money for it anyways, whether they are interested or not. The TV station or radio station, what they know is that they are pushing out your advertisement. Same with the online, with digital, but the difference now is that you know that, okay, these are the people who are seeing my content, or these are the people I want to see my content. So that's why digital marketing has a very superior upper hand over the traditional methods of marketing. Now, what are the benefits of digital marketing? I'm pretty sure we all have a handful of them. We know most of these benefits already, and we know what this digital marketing can do for you. One, it can help you help your brand or your business reach a wider audience and increase your brand visibility, right? So for instance, you have a brand, let's say I have a boutique and you also have a boutique, and my boutique is somewhere located around, let's say maybe Ojota, or let's say maybe Surulere, or even if I have, let's say, maybe boutiques in maybe 3 different locations. I have a boutique in Surulere, I have a boutique at Ojota, I have one at maybe Island, right? And those are the only places. That's where my boutiques are located. But I am not doing anything online. I'm still selling on the basis of this location. People who see my boutique in this location should be able to access me. People who want to buy within this vicinity. Yes, maybe I'm in a very good vicinity with maybe a vicinity that has the kind of customers that I want. Let's say, for instance, Ireland now. Maybe the part of Ireland I am is where there are people who can actually patronize my product or my service. Yes, I will make sales. But you who has your own boutique online, you don't even have a physical shop, you just have an online boutique, you are putting out your stuffs well, you're doing your marketing digitally very well, and you are getting sales, you will definitely make more sales than me, despite me having 3 shops in 3 different locations that are bringing in money from 3 different sources. But you who sells online has the capacity to make more money than me, because one, you're going to be reaching a more wider audience. You're going to be getting more visibility than I will ever get, right? Because I'm just restricted to a certain location. You are online, so more people are seeing your products, people within your vicinity, people not in your vicinity, people who are in different states, probably people who are even in different countries will also see your product or your service. So you will definitely make more sales. People from other states can decide to want to patronize you, and you can ship your product to them, even ask them to pay for delivery, and they'll willingly pay. But myself, I will just be limited to people who are within that location. So you see that digital marketing helps you to reach a wider audience and increase your visibility. It helps convert fans to customers as well, who will then go on to become loyal customers and advocates of the business. Now, when we say fans and customers, you might be wondering what's the difference. So a fan or fans to your business might be people who admire your business, admire what you do, admire the kind of things your business pushes out, but they have not bought from you, but they still admire you, probably because they don't have any need to buy from you yet, probably because they don't have any problem that you can solve for them yet. So let's say, for instance, now me as a person, I have some online businesses that I like, maybe because I like their kind of content. Maybe because I like their kind of content, maybe because I like their way of business and all of those kind of stuff, right? I have not bought anything from them yet, but I go to their page to view their stuff. I enjoy what they put out. I like how they do their marketing and all of those stuff. I'm a fan because I like them, but I'm not a customer because I have not bought, I have not paid, they have not made money from me, right? So the day I maybe have a pressing issue, like maybe something that their business can solve for me, and then I go ahead to make a purchase, now they have become a customer. So I'm no longer a fan, but then a customer. So that's what digital marketing can do for you. It can help convert those guys who are fans of your business to become customers of your business. And they can go ahead to not just be customers, but become loyal customers and advocates of your business. When we say they are now loyal customers, what it means is that they now return back to buy from you again and again. And then they become advocates in the sense that they now begin to tell people about your business, right? And it is very easy to sell to somebody who has bought from you before than selling to somebody who has never ever bought from you. Thing being that business or anything that has to do with exchanging of goods and services demands or requires some level of trust, especially when it is online. And building that trust is something that you have to do from scratch when you are doing your marketing for new persons. They have to see you, they have to believe you, they have to trust you before they can be able to buy from you, right? Yes, people's trust level differs. There are people that will be following you, monitoring you, checking out to be sure that they are taking the right decision, probably because of PTSD. Maybe they've been scammed in the past or one thing or the other. And maybe their own trust process takes a longer time. There are those who can just come up and they see what you do, they immediately trust you, and they immediately want to make a purchase instantly for the first time they are seeing you. It's still a matter of trust because they trust you, right? But the thing is, it is still quite easier to sell to people who have already bought from you. If someone has bought from you before, the tendency of buying from you again is high. For instance, I'm very sure all of us in this class, we have one particular vendor or one particular place that we mostly buy some certain stuffs, a particular or certain kind of stuffs. If I'm not me, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that we all have that person that come rain, come sun, we go to buy something from them. It doesn't matter how much they even sell sometimes. Why? Because we've trusted these people, because we've developed some trust in where this particular vendor is, right? I've developed a trust in where this particular person who sells this thing is, that I just prefer to buy from this particular shop, or I just prefer to buy from this particular vendor than going to buy from another vendor that I do not know yet. And for me to leave that vendor to go and buy from another vendor, it will take something out, probably because that person is on indisposed at the moment, or one thing or the other. But except someone else tries to win your trust again in that particular aspect or line of business, and maybe because you and this person had a fallout or something. So it happens. So you see that these people become loyal customers, right? And you become loyal to a business. And that is how yours can be as well. You can convert your fans, they become customers. From customers, they become loyal customers, and they become advocates of your business, being that they begin to tell your business to other people. Right. And the next thing is that it helps brands to target their advertisement to the right audience. I mentioned this earlier. You can always target your advertisement to the right audience, because you have people you want to see it, and you're going to target them accordingly. You have the kind of people you want to see your stuff, and you know that, okay, these are the people that are going to be seeing my stuff. It's also cost effective compared to traditional methods of marketing. Yes, very, very cost effective. You spend lesser when you're deploying digital marketing strategies than when you're doing traditional. Traditional is more expensive and doesn't even give you the kind of results that digital will give you. Say, for instance, a billboard. Most of the billboards you see are so super expensive, as high as 300,000, 500,000, 800,000 for maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month. It depends on the billboard, depends on the location of the billboard, right? And the size of the billboard as well. The type of billboard, the size of billboard, the location of the billboard determines the price. Some billboards go for, but I know that billboards are super expensive. I don't think there's any billboard that is less than 200,000 naira, except you know the person. Now my guy, now my person. But other than that, billboards are super expensive, because, and these things are like maybe a week or 1 week. And the funny thing is more like, just you're not even sure of if people are going to see your billboard. So if you look at most of these big billboards, you will find out that it's mostly brands that are big brands that are already in the market and are already making waves. And they are doing that because of awareness. We call it top of mind awareness. They are doing those things not because they want to make sales, or because they want to get all of those stuff. They are just trying to ensure that their brand remains at the top of your mind. So it's called top of mind awareness. Over the line marketing, they want to ensure that your brand remains at the top of their mind. Their brand remains at the top of your mind. You continue to remember them. So you continue, because the more you see stuffs, the more you remember it, right? So that's why they do it. But then it is very, very, very expensive. Same thing with other forms of advertisement. Let's say maybe radio or TV. TV is very expensive. To buy airtime is quite expensive. It doesn't come cheap. It doesn't come cheap at all. And you don't even know who's watching the TV. You might not even get any substantial result at the end of the day. So you see that it is more expensive, and most times you don't even get the kind of result that you deserve. And what's the next? Brand and businesses can measure the results of their marketing efforts, right? With digital marketing, you can always measure the result of your marketing effort. You can know when you are doing well and when you are not doing well. I mentioned this, right? You have the analytics. You can look at, what did I do well? How did this one do? Oh, this did well. Why did it do well? You analyze it, and you know, okay, this is what I am doing that is working better. This is what I'm doing that is not working better. So you can measure the result of your marketing effort. You can compare and you contrast. That's the advantage. It helps brand build a relationship with their customers. Yes, as a business, like I said, anything that involves the exchange of services or goods requires some level of trust. And this trust is what will lead to you building a relationship with these people, because someone who trusts you, you probably have a kind of relationship with them, be it a business relationship, professional relationship, whatever, right? And you have customers who are looking at your brand and who wants to buy from you, and probably they've bought already. But you need to maintain a certain relationship with these people. These are your customers now that you have, right? So that you can be able to build good relationships with them. Okay. So building good relationship with these customers, digital marketing can help you do that, because you can know how to build this relationship with them. Because of course, most people are now glued to their phones online. Most people do most of their stuffs with their phones online. Most people do things online. So building a relationship with these people becomes easier for you, because it helps you do that. It helps brands to stay ahead of their competitors. Yes. Every business, every brand has a competitor. Everybody has a competitor. Whether you are competing against yourself, or if some people have this saying that they are not competing against anybody, they're only competing against themselves. It's me against me. All those things are right. All those things are correct. It's you against you, but you should always understand that in the business world, there is always competition. You will always have competitors. There will always be competition. And you need to stay ahead of these guys, right? You need to know what these people are doing and know how you can do better than them. I keep saying one thing, I'll say it again. In a football team, for those of us who are conversant with football, maybe a few of us, a player goes, a coach, of course, football is a teamwork something. A coach goes to a competition with maybe just like the concluded Nigerian AFCON now. The AFCON that finished, Nigeria got to the finals, came out as runners up. A coach went to that competition with, let's say, I don't know, the benchmark usually is most times 26 players, but some coaches might go with less, but the maximum is 26 players. So let's say a coach goes to a competition with 26 players. At the end of the day, only 11 players are going to feature or start the game. The others will come in, the other maybe 5 or 3 or 4 at the discretion of the coach this time, because maximum is 5, will come in as substitutions. And it means that, let's say you have 26 players, then you now have 11 on the field of play, and you now have, let's say, 5 substitutions. Let's assume that the coach decides to use a maximum of 5 substitutions for a game. And that means a total of just 16 players are going to play a match. And the tendency of this coach repeating these same players in the next match and in the next match is very high, especially when they deliver the results that he wants. So what happens to the remaining 10? They are on the bench, isn't it? So what happens in training then? It means that even in that football team, when they are a team, they are still competing for who is going to feature in a football match, or who is going to start the match. So they are a team, yes, but there's competition amongst them for a starting place, for the coach to say, okay, I prefer you to start today and this person start tomorrow. So you see that there's competition even amongst teammates. So even in business, you have your competition. The only place it gets bad is when it becomes unhealthy. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are competitors, and they've been competitors for over the years and running now. And they've been doing a lot of things in that space as well as competitors. And for the banks, right, we have different banks: Sterling Bank, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, all the banks, they are all competitors, right? Because they are doing the same kind of business. So you want to be sure that you are staying ahead of your competitors, and digital marketing can help you do that, because you can see what your competitors are doing. You can even do analysis of your competitors. There are platforms that can even give you opportunity to do analysis of what they are doing and how they are doing better. And you can be able to use this analysis to know exactly how you can stay ahead of them, and what you need, and what are the things you need to put in place to be ahead of your competitors. The last benefit I have here is that it gives you the best return on investment when done properly. Yes. So the aim of every business, of course, is to make money. The aim of every business is to make money. The aim of every business is to get return on investment. Excuse me. The aim of every business is to make return on investment. And if you do your digital marketing properly, you're going to gain return on investment, right? You're going to make money because, of course, you're there to make sales and make money with your marketing that you're trying to do online. Yes, it is only online. Yes, it's only in the digital space. But at the end of the day, the goal and the aim still remains the same, which is to make money. And this can help you do that, get return on investment. It can help you get quality customers when you do it right. You know the people you want, you give them what they want to see, tell them what they want to hear, and then you get the money out of their pockets while still solving their problems. Right? So these are some of the benefits of digital marketing. I'm pretty sure you have ideas of all of this already in your mind, and probably even have more ideas that might not have been written yet. But just to understand that these are the benefits of digital marketing and how best they can be able to use to improve your business. Is there any questions so far? Before I move on. If you have any question, you can unmute and you can raise your hand so that we can give you the floor and you ask. Okay. Okay, since there's no question. All right, let's move on then. Now, when you want to market online, there are certain things that you want to consider and certain questions you want to ask yourself when you want to market online. Right? The first question is, who am I? Who am I is, of course, this business. That is the question. Who am I as a business, right? If you yourself are the business, because of course some people are personal brands, if you're the brand, it's still the same question. If it's a business, but you are the person running the business, it's still the same question. Who am I? That means, who am I as a business, right? You need to understand and have a clear understanding of your mission, your vision, and the values of your brand or your business. These are what are going to determine who exactly you are as a brand. The next is, what do I offer? So now the next question is, what do you stand to offer? What do you give to people? Right. Now this is where you consider your product or your services that you're offering, and then ask yourself, what is your own unique selling point that makes you stand out from the competitors or from the others? Because everybody are practically doing the same thing that you're doing. So what makes you different? What happened? What makes you different? What makes you stand out from the others? What will make me buy from you? Okay, you are selling shoes. Okay, you are selling shoes, and you're vendor A selling shoes, and then there's vendor B who is also selling shoes like you. The only thing that will make me buy from vendor A and not vendor B will probably be the vendor A's unique selling points, or what they offer to me with their product or services that made me go to them and made them stand out from the competitor for me. Right? Might be their customer service, because some people do not care about price. It might still be their price, depends. It might be their mode of marketing. It might also be the quality of their product. It just depends on what they offer. And that is the same question you should ask yourself. What is my unique selling point? what makes me different from other products that are out there? What makes me stand out from the other products that are there? Coca-Cola has been standing or existing since a long time. Yes, they have a lot of funds. Yes, they have a lot of capacity to be able to strive as a business and keep staying in that space. But there are other competitors, and those competitors have been trying to shake Coke off the market, but they can't, despite what they do. Even Pepsi, who are matching them 2-2 in a way, still kind of struggle a little. So what's the difference? Yes, aside from the fact that Coke is known, very well known, they still have that unique taste of Coke. And once you taste it, you know that this is Coke, right? You don't need somebody to tell you that. And if you taste Pepsi, you know, okay, you've tested Pepsi. The difference is very clear. So that is one of their unique selling points that makes them stand out. Every brand has theirs, and that's what makes them stand out from the others. What makes them different from the other people? Because if you don't have, or makes you stand out from the competitors, then why should I patronize you? So you ask that second question, what do I offer? And what is my USP? The third one is, where am I, right? And for that one, you need to understand your position and that of your competitors in the market, right? For that, you now have an insight into what your competitors are doing, and then you try to do them better. So where am I means understanding where you are in the markets at that particular point in time, and knowing where your competitors also are in the markets. Know what they are doing that is working for them, and then you try to do it better. Now, I'll say something here, right? If you read this book titled Still Like an Artist, the author said that, of course, it's a national anthem, but there's a way he put it. There is nothing new under the sun, which I agree. For everything that is existing, someone has done it. Another person just repurposed it and made it his own, right? So you don't go and start trying to reinvent the whole wheel, trying to, yes, it's good to be innovative. It's good to bring something that is unique, something that is peculiar to you, right? But you don't have to distort too much to look for what is not working. Most times it's better to pick what is working and make it your own. So there's nothing new under the sun. You just need to get it from a range of people, right? If you, let's say for instance, you are doing a project work, and of course the project work, they give you project topic. If you're going to university, you are doing your final project, they give you project topic. And you have to go and do research. But when you go and now see, you go and copy somebody else's job or somebody else's work, verbatim, word for word, and then push it to your lecturer, your supervisor, or your professor, and then it goes to plagiarism test, and they find out you copy the person word for word, then lies plagiarism, right? But when you now take from different sources, different versions, different people, different resources, and you reference them, right? You reference them, it now becomes what? Research. Yes, whether you reference them or not, but you took from different sources. It's the same thing like running something online or doing something in the online space against your competitors. You look at what your competitors are doing, you pick from this one, you pick from this one, you pick from this one, you pick from this one. It has become research because they are no longer copying them exactly what they are doing, but you are taking from different people and you're adding your own ideas to make it unique and make it look more unique to you and your business and peculiar to you, so you don't sound like the other person. I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? Let's say, for instance, now somebody, okay, let me give this simple instance. I'll still use football again. Sorry if you might not understand the analogy of football, but I'll use it because it's quite easier to use to explain. We have Lionel Messi and Ronaldo and Cristiano Ronaldo as two of the world's greatest players at the moment, two of the world's biggest and greatest. And then we had this boy from Barcelona called Ansu Fati, and because he was playing like Messi, people called him the next Messi. And they now have these other two guys who are doing very well in their own league, Haaland and Mbappe. And they are doing very well, and nobody attributes them to the next Messi or the next Ronaldo. Reason being that they are original. There's nothing that they are playing that is new. They still do the normal things or the supposed things that footballers do, supposed things that the Messi and Ronaldo do, but they now make it in a more unique way because they now play with their own style, and that makes them unique. And nobody says they are the next this person because they are not seeing them as copycats now who are trying to imitate this other person. If you get what I'm saying. So if you have to do anything online, you are able to get resources from other people, look for what is working, right? Copy and paste. Copy, paste, tweak, and implement. You copy what they are doing, you paste it on your own, you tweak it so that it will be original, it will be yours. It will be original to your business, and then you implement it and use it to run. And it will fly because what is working has a tendency to fly better than trying to do something from scratch. Trying to do something new is a 50-50 chance that it will work because you're not sure, right? But looking at what is working already and you're implementing it, you know that this thing has already been proven that it works. So it should also work for you. Hope you understand that. So I'll go forward. The next one is, why do I have to market online? And for this one, your why must be very strong enough to keep you in business, to avoid you falling off the slightest challenge you face. Because while you are doing soft online, there will be challenges you will face. You will face a lot of challenges, right? And if your why is not strong enough, you will fall out of business. You will say, okay, let me take a rest. Let me rest for 1 week. And you rest for 1 week. For 1 week, you have rested for 1 month. From 1 month, it has gone to 3 months. From 3 months, it has gone to 6 months. From 6 months, it has gone to a year. And before you know it, you are out of business, probably because of certain challenges that you face. The online world or the digital world is very challenging, and it's tasking. You need some level of consistency, you need some level of patience on yourself. So if your why is not strong enough, why exactly you are doing this stuff, you might fall out, right? Myself, I'm also trying to work on my consistency aspect of my life, but also help me God. But what's the issue I've learned is that long-term consistency always beats short-term intensity. I've seen it happen to me several times, and consistency is one problem that a lot of us have, a lot of people have, including myself. I'm not excluding myself because I have it a lot in quantum. But what I understand now is that long-term consistency beats short-term intensity. So you have the plan to do something and you are doing at least one per day. Okay, let's use working out, for instance. Working out. Someone who has a plan to work out and churn down their weight or something, and they decide to do, okay, maybe every day they do let's say maybe 10 press-ups every day, right? They are doing 10 press-ups per day. Today they wake up, they do 10 press-ups. Tomorrow they wake up, they do 10 press-ups. Next tomorrow they do 10 press-ups, right? And they're doing that consistently, maybe every day. They will see results. Yes, it's consistent, but they will definitely get the results than someone who gets with so much intensity like me. Oh, you want to do it, you want to do it, you want to do it. And then the first day, you are doing like, let's say, 50 press-ups at a time. You've done 50 press-ups the first day at the stretch. You're on high spirits, you're on high fire. Who's this person now? Your high spirit, your hand fire, you have done 50 press up today. Tomorrow, another high spirit, probably. You now do another 50 press up. That's 100 press up in 2 days. Something that other person that does 10 per day will take 10 days to do. You have done it in 2 days and your pressure is high. And then before you know it, that intensity begins to die down. The third day, the fourth day, maybe you are doing maybe another, let's say, 50 again. And the fourth day, you are doing maybe, before you know it, and now you have to let you reduce, and you start doing maybe 30, you start doing 30. Before you know it, you just begin to relax, feel tired, and you don't want to do press ups again. The first day, you're not doing the next, maybe after the first 5 days, you're no longer doing the next, the remaining 2 days, you do not do press up. The third day, you do not do your press up, and then before you know it, bam, you are there. But that person that decided to do 10 every day is just taking it bit by bit, but every day is doing something. We'll see more result than you that had that fast intensity of, oh, you want to get it now. So long-term consistency, always be short-term consistency. Short-term intensity, always. Childcare says is the habit of consistency that matters in the long run. It builds you. Yeah, exactly. It builds you. That consistency that happens there, right? It's the same thing with this particular marketing, digital marketing as well. It's about consistency. It's about you trying to do it, showing up every day, whether you are there, whether the thing is showing out the results you want or not. Because anything that is, even if it's just one, it compounds. So far as it is not zero, right? Anything not zero compounds. So today you are doing one thing, tomorrow you are doing another one thing, next tomorrow you're doing two things. One thing, two things. It compounds because you are adding up every day. But when you say you are not doing zero, then you're not adding anything. So you need to understand that your why has to be strong enough and you need to be consistent to be able to actually face challenges that will come your way. And the next thing here I have is, who are my target audience? Or your target market, rather. Very important that you understand who your target markets are. I always emphasize this whenever I'm saying something, because it's important that every business knows that they have a target market. Every business has a target market. Your own, my own, everybody's business has a target market. So the mistakes of some people saying that their target market are everybody is a very big mistake, because you are not targeting everybody in your business. No matter how much of people your business accommodates, it's still not targeting everybody at all. So you need to know who exactly are my target markets, so that you will not end up wasting your marketing efforts and putting out things that are irrelevant to your audience. And how do you know who your target markets are? Of course, it's done by research and getting to have a buyer persona to understand their needs and tailor your marketing efforts to suit those needs. How do I mean? You are selling, let's say you are selling children wears. Let's assume you sell children wears, clothes for kids. But the kind of marketing you are doing is marketing that is for adults, clothes for adults. That means you don't know your target market and you're doing the wrong thing, and you end up wasting your marketing efforts. You end up doing everything and to look as if you are not getting any results, right? So you need to understand who exactly your target markets are. Who are your target market, and how is that being done? By research. How is this research being done? The best way to do it is via one-on-one conversations. Because one-on-one, because, excuse me, give me a second. sorry, I'm back. So I was saying that how do you get your target market? It is by drafting what we call a buyer persona to understand their needs and tailor your marketing audience to those needs. And like I was saying, the best way to actually do your research is via one-on-one research or conversations. It works the best. Reason being that if you are discussing with someone now, for instance, I am here now, and I say I want to meet you to have a conversation with you one-on-one, it's going to be more of an open-ended conversation whereby you're going to be telling me how it is doing you or what the challenges you have faced, and you're even going to be more willing to give me a detailed explanation, right? So one-on-one is always the best. That is how it's better, because at that point you are now experiencing or you're hearing directly from the horse's mouth on what their experiences are, right? For instance, now let's say you want to sell, maybe you are just coming to the market and you want to start selling maybe products for diabetes. Your friend had a product for diabetes and they introduced you to it and they told you that they make a lot of sales for diabetes products. And you know that there are a lot of diabetic patients, and diabetes is something that people dread a lot, people fear, because it has a tendency to kill, and it also kills quite fast and rapidly. I want to go into it, but you don't know what people who are facing diabetes have. You don't know what their experiences are. You don't know how they feel. This is not about things you read online now. This is not even dependent on what you read online now. You need to also know exactly how these people feel. Okay, let's say you read things online. The online stuff told you about maybe how they feel and all of this stuff. But you might not also know exactly what they are looking out for. You might not also know the kind of products that they have tried in the past. You might not know some very, very delicate information that would require that you can use to be able to use and do your marketing. I don't know if you get me. So it takes that research for you to now know, okay, this is this pain point that these people are actually passing through, not just hearsay, right? Not just hearsay. And of course, you know that different strokes for different folks. But as much as it's different strokes for different folks, you still know that there will still be similarities and these guys are still going to share something in common, right? So you tend to say, okay, oh, these people, you don't know, right? You don't know what they have been passing through. So how do you now intend to market your products to those people? You can't, because you will end up putting all the wrong things. You will end up posting or telling them things that are irrelevant to their ears. That is now sounding like things that will be sounding like a broken record because they don't understand what you are saying. You are not getting there. You are not tapping into their emotions. So how do you do this? You do this through your research, and one-on-one is practically the best. Like I said, even actors, for some of the world's greatest actors, not Nigerian actors or Hollywood, they are called method actors for a reason. There's an acting technique called method acting. What does that technique do? The method acting technique is a technique where the actor experiences the life of the character that he's supposed to play, right? And it gives you a better idea and a better way to actually interpret the story, and it will sell. For instance, Christian Bale, when he acted the Machinist, had to lose some weight because his character lost a lot of weight, and he had to lose over how many pounds, and he was looking so lean. He was just eating one apple per day, right? And there was this certain actor that was supposed to play a role of a psychopath, someone who was not just even a psychopath, someone who was mentally deranged. And what did he do? He had to go to a psychiatric ward or a psychiatric hospital, and he was living in a psychiatric hospital, living in a psychiatric ward for almost a month. Yes, if my memory serves me right, a month, attending the sessions of these guys, of these psychiatric patients in that particular psychiatric home. Why? Because he wanted to get a pure and proper understanding of who these people, how these people interact, what their day-to-day life looks like, so that he can be able to actually interpret the story very well. It's quite difficult to do that in marketing because probably you might not be able to see people that you want to have your conversation with one-on-one, but you can always do the other part, which we also do, which is to send out a survey. You can create a survey via maybe Google surveys or any of the other surveys. Google is the easiest. And you create your survey and send. Reason being that this surveys you're sending is, yes, you might not be able to get the exact type of information that you want from your audience because you're not having one-on-one conversations with them. You might not be able to get to know exactly what they feel and exactly their pain points, but you are able to now getting feedback. Feedback is quite different from research. Yeah, so feedback is more like you know, people have used your product or your stuff, or you want to get feedback of maybe something that is happening in society, all of those stuff. But research in this other case is you now trying to find out how you want to sell to these people, what these people will listen to, and how you can actually reach out to them even better, right? So quite similar, but slight difference there. And so you have to do this to be able to actually perfectly understand your target markets and knowing their pain points, knowing exactly how they feel, know what they've done in the past. Of course, the survey will also have the demographic information. So you also know exactly who their demographic information, like their age, if that's necessary, their gender. So you know the gender of people that you're even going to be targeting more, the gender of people that are more into, or that's if you don't know, if you're not already aware of that, maybe you're doing something that maybe might be a little, maybe quite easy for you. You're not so sure of the gender. You know the gender that is going to patronize you the more, or that's going to actually need your product or services the more. You know their age range, you know their maybe status, maybe marital status, you know probably the kind of occupation that they do. And you also know their pain points. If it's those ones that have used a product in the past that is also very not maybe not working, you also know, okay, what market level are these people now that you actually want to target. So there are different levels of audience or market awareness. We have the unaware audience. The unaware audience are people that are not even aware that they have a problem, right? These people are not even aware that they have a problem at all. And that's a particular market or that particular audience are people that you now have to start educating them on the problem and the solution. I'll give you an instance. I don't know. I'm sure most of us know a Aproko doctor. Um, has there ever been an instance that you went to his page and you found out something that you never knew was a problem before? I have. Yes, I have. I think the the last one I noticed was when he something about urine, where he was showing us different colors of urine. And there was the color he showed and said, this one is when you lack water. This one is when you have enough, but too much water, pure white, and then this is the right color of urine. I never knew that there was something that too much water could do to your urine and that it was not good. So you see that it's a problem, but I never knew it was a problem. So I was in an unaware audience at that point. So they are that particular part of audience that they call the unaware people. They don't even know that they have a problem, right? They are not applicable to every business. There are some businesses that the people that are in that business or that are coming to that line already know their problem, right? So they have the unaware audience, people that do not even know they have a problem yet. Then we have the problem aware audience, but non-solution aware. So principle is that they know they have a problem, right? They know that yes, it's my problem, but they don't know the solution to their problem, right? At that point, those people, what you are trying to do to them is to tell them that you are the right solution for their problem, or you are the solution, or that yes, you know that they have the problem, but this is the solution, and that you offer the solution to them. That's that audience. Then we have the problem aware and solution aware, right? But they don't know the right solution to use. Now, these particular people are people that know they have a problem. Yes, we know we have a problem, right? They know very well. And then they also know that there's a solution to their problem, but they know that they don't know the particular solution to use. For instance, they have, let's say, what problem will I use now? Okay, let's use health. They have maybe kidney issues, for instance, and they know that they have kidney issues. I don't know if there's a problem for if there's a solution for kidney issue, but I'm just saying this now as an instance. So they have kidney issues, and they know that there's a solution for kidney issue or the kidney problem that they have, but there are many solutions that are telling them that they are the right one, so they don't know which one is the right one. They don't know who to choose. To this particular set of people, what you are going to be doing is you're no longer telling them of the problem because they know their problem. You're not telling them about the solution to their problem because they already know. You're only trying to tell them that you are the better solution to their problem, and you have to show them that proof that you are the better solution to their problem. How do you show them that proof? From testimonials, from reviews, right? For them to know that, okay, other people are using this product and it's working for them, so it should work for me as well. People buy what other people are buying. Is a psychological thing that works, that people want to buy what others are buying, right? They see that many people are buying this thing, they believe that it is right and it is working. Like I said it earlier, people want something that is proven, not trying to implement something that is new. It's new, but nobody has used it before. Very few people are going to take a chance on it, right? But it's something that is working, they want to use it. So people buy from what is working. So those people now, what you want to do is to tell them that you are the better solution, you are the right solution. You tell them, show them reviews, show them proof that your solution actually works for them, or that your product or services are actually better for them, right? Then they now have the last set of audience, which is the strongest part or the strongest audience type that can give you a lot of headache. Those ones are the people that know that they have a problem, they know there's a solution, they have tried many solutions, and they have not gotten a lasting solution to their problem. So they know they have a problem. They know there's a solution to their problem. They know that there's a solution. They have tried many solutions, but no one is working. So these people, the difficult work now is to prove to them that your solution is actually what they are, because the question they will ask you is, I've tried others. Why are you telling, what makes your own different? What's your unique selling point that will make me believe that your own will work despite all the ones I have tried? These are the people that people now have to give guarantees or give some form of conditions. Okay, if you use this product in so and so number of days and it doesn't work, bring it back and I will give you back your money. That's what you want to use to capture this kind of people, right? Because they now know that, okay, I have nothing to lose. If I buy it, it doesn't work, I will return it back. Right? I buy this thing, they say warranty. Okay, if you buy our product within the next so and so number of months, it will nothing will happen to it. You are telling them that you are sure nothing will happen to it. So if something happens to it, Uncle, bring it back. We'll give you back your money, or bring it back, we'll do this for you. So you see that this different audience type I practically every business. So you need to also understand which of the audience type you're dealing with at every particular point in time. I just needed to mention that as it just got into my head. Is there any question so far? So I don't just keep going and going and going, and people are not following me. If there's a question, now is the proper time to shoot. Okay, from the silence, it is assumed that there's no question.
question.
Hello, please, I want to ask for something. Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Please, I'm
good
in the
morning.
Zoom screen.
Please
All right,
ask.
my name is Oluwakemi.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that you have said so far. But I don't know if this training is going to include, Facebook ads and all those stuff.
Yes, it will.
Okay, maybe I should save my question for that time. Are you also going to touch on Google Ads?
Not
But those
sure.
are areas where my questions are based on.
I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll have the time to touch on Google Ads, but I just needed to lay a foundation. But we'll surely touch on Facebook ads.
Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking because I have some restrictions on my Facebook page and I don't know how to go about it. Right now, I can't miss ads.
Your Facebook ad account, which of them?
Page.
Page.
I have both page and account, yes.
What did you do to Meta?
I don't know. That's the challenge. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could. Okay, maybe I'll do a screenshot later. I don't know how I can share my screen with you. Because even when I click to know what went wrong, I saw virtually.
We'll look at that later.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so Rita says that if I can repeat the last type of audience. Yeah, the last type of audience, I don't even know how to classify them, but I said that the last type of audience are the people who have used multiple solutions. So those ones, they have a problem, they know they have a problem, they know there's a solution, and they have used multiple solutions, and they have not been able to actually get any solution to their problem. So those ones are people that most likely you are going to be giving guarantees or warranties to prove to them that your product actually works. I hope you got that now, Rita. Thank you, Thelma. Okay, Bisola, your hand is up.
Yes, please. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Good morning. I'm a mental health specialist. So I wanted to ask, for someone in my field, in the medical field, we are not allowed to advertise like that. You can state your services, but you cannot specifically say maybe, what advantages you have. So what advice would you have for someone in my own line? Thank you.
Yeah. The thing is, I know that the medical people are very much restricted when it comes to advertisement, especially on Meta and most of these advertisement platforms. And you can't blame the platforms. Reason being that they cannot verify your claims. So once Meta can verify a claim, they don't want you to use it. But yes, what you do is, or this kind of businesses, what you do is that you probably do not run maybe those kind of ads, but you have to now find a way to move people to a particular landing page where you want them to be, where you can now begin to tell them and break down what you want to break down to them, and without having the restriction from the ad agencies. For instance, let's say it works this way. You probably maybe have a way to actually get large organic views or large organic views and engagement on maybe your posts or advices that you give, right? You can write a very good emotionally intriguing copy. So I'll talk about emotions here now. A very good emotionally intriguing copy that can prompt people to want to read to the end. And of course, you don't then share everything there. You just give them a glimpse of what will actually attract them or drag them down to a landing page. By then you now have a landing page where you already have all these problems well written down. and then the solution that you offer and how best your solution can help solve their problem. And then you take them to that place where they now see what they need to see. That time now, you no longer have restrictions from anybody, whether Meta or whatever. Then the people are going there, they get down to where they want to get to, and then they take the action that you want them to take, if it's maybe to book a consultation session, or to book something or the other. That's practically mostly how people in the medical field do work these days. You try to get organic audience.
Thank you so much.
Doing anything inorganically is very difficult. But yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about, I thank you for mentioning this. We'll talk about emotions now.
Can I come in? I wanted to say something.
Okay, yes, shoot.
So I just want to say something on what you just said now. Add some things to it. I'm Amide Yusuf. I'm into health and wellness. I'm a fertility coach. So what I do is, for most times, you just have to find a way to go about a way of writing those things. Facebook has some words that you can't use. They are going to either ban account or restrict it. So what I do most times is I am more of a content writer. I do a lot of content writing. So after the content writing and all that, at the end of my write-up, I write like, let's chat. So they come into my inbox if need be. So from there, I take it from there to connect with people one-on-one. But most times I do a lot of running of ads. But even with that too, you have to be very, very careful with the choice of words that you use. Don't use ambiguous words that is going to be like, is this person fake? Is he going to scam, and a whole lot of that. So that's what I do basically.
Yeah, that's another very good angle. So for Facebook ads, there are of course restrictions to the kind of words, and restrictions to also the kind of creatives that you use. So let's say, for instance, now for people like maybe in the health niche, or let's even say people like maybe people who sell wellness products, let's say weight loss, now it's going to be difficult for you to run ads because you can't put before and after picture. Facebook will not allow your ad to run because they can't substantiate that claim. So you have to find a way to now go around it, and also use words that do not sound derogatory. The words do not sound like you are trying to insinuate something that they cannot substantiate the claim, or you're trying to insult their audience, or you're trying to put fear in the minds of people. They don't want that at all. So they won't allow your ad to run. So most of these people probably use organic ways, just like you said now. You do a lot of content writing and probably have a very large audience. Your content writing is nice, is intriguing, people like it and they read. And then you have a call to action at the end. Like your own call to action, you said now is let's chat, and then they come to your inbox. Maybe another person does not have the time to chat, and they want people to go to maybe a landing page where they have maybe a sales letter that has been written, probably written very well, and they go there and they use that sales letter to convert their audience and make their money. I worked for a man one time that what he did was he sold IELTS courses. He doesn't interact with any of his audiences until they make payments. So he just gets the leads from Facebook, send them to his sales letter. They read the sales letter down to the end. They take the action, pay for the course, and they immediately join. It then redirects them to join in a WhatsApp group or something, and then that's when they start conversing with them and all of those stuff. So yeah, that's probably one way to go about it. Thank you. Who was that?
I'm Aramide Yusuf.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to mention something on emotions. So people, like you said, you do content writing, and I'm pretty sure that you do a lot of emotions when you're doing that. You play with emotions a lot, because people mostly buy with their emotions than with their intellect, right? People think first of all the emotional part of it, of what this product is going to do for them at that particular point in time, before they start thinking of every other thing. Maybe the money and the amount of it. So you need to know the emotions of course, some businesses might not really need this whole emotional thing, but some do need it. Most do really need it. because you want to know the emotions that you want to actually prey on your audience. What part of the audience or what part of the emotions do you want to actually capture from these people to actually get them to take or patronize a product or service? For the finance people now, for instance, those in finance, they mostly use greed. I'll say greed. It's not I'll say that's what they use, because maybe they're telling you to invest finances, and they're saying if you put in this amount of money between this time to this time, you're going to get this amount of money. Yes, it might be true, but the first thing that enters into anybody's head, hearing that point in time, they start calculating, okay, so this is how much I'm going to make. Oh, wow. And your brain starts thinking, okay, I need to invest this. Whether I like it or not, that's being greedy to an extent. For those who trade, let's say maybe crypto, if you are in the crypto market, right, you probably understand what I'm saying. You put up a trade, and the trade is maybe now going into profit, right? And your trade is going into profit, and you can see that the market is going into profit, it's going into profit, and you decide to now say, okay, let me wait a little, let me collect the maximum amount I can actually get from this thing. And before you know it, your trade start going to loss. And you know, when it's going to loss, you might say, okay, let me hold on, let me see the loss is going to get to, it's probably going to jump up back. And then you are waiting. And before you know, your trade is going to loss. And before you know it, you started losing money. So you see where the greed also come in, right? The same thing with like the sporty bets, the gambling people. It's greed, because you want to make money. The other emotion that people can also prey on is fear, right? The fear of this, the fear of that. Those of you in the health niche might not agree with me, but I think the health niche uses fear a lot. Because yes, this thing will actually happen to me if I don't take this particular course of action. But what will make me take that course of action is the fear that this thing will happen to me. For instance, you're telling me that if I don't do this, if I don't take this particular measures in my life, or take this particular thing, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this, with a doctor for consultation, all of this stuff, I'm going to be more prone to getting, let's say maybe stroke, right, in the future. Let's just say that, right? And yes, what you're saying is true. If I don't take those actions, it's going to happen. But what will make me want to go and take the action is fear. Fear of this thing happening to me. I don't want it to happen to me. So that fear that this will happen to me will make me run to go and meet whoever I need to meet, right? So you see how all of these stuff work. Some people can also use the blame mechanism, right? Some people can blame another particular system for the cause of the problem to get the other people to their side. Let's say, for instance, now someone is trying to push out a product on, I don't know, what will I use now? Okay, let's just say the finance. Let me use finance again now. Someone is trying to sell maybe a financial system or something on a platform or thereabout, and the person now wants to make people believe that this is why you need to use this platform. He can now turn around to begin to blame, let's say maybe the central bank, and say the Central Bank of Nigeria are hiding so and so policy from you. They know that if you know this policy, you're not going to be making. So you see that people, and you know that a lot of people already have some level of is it, will I call it hatred, or they don't actually believe this particular organization already, and you're now beginning to play on that to tell them that these people are like this, and you mean people begin to think about it, and before you know it, you've started selling your stuff. But that's just by the way, this is just examples of how emotions can actually play. So you want to actually tap into people's emotions when you're actually putting out whatever you're putting out online, because these people are emotionally attached to stuffs first, right, before they begin to think about trying to use their intellectual before they begin to analyze, okay, this thing, if I don't do like this how it's going to be. But first of all, what they first think about is how it's going to solve their problem at that particular point in time, especially when you're able to tap into those emotions that it's actually very, very solid in this particular set of people, right? Let's go down. Yeah, so the stages of marketing online. If you look at this, you're going to see that this is a funnel. This is a funnel. And what does a funnel look like? You see what a funnel looks like from the top down to the bottom. A funnel at the top down to the bottom. This is not like a lay down in stone principle. There are other ways that this can also be said, but for this is how the stages of marketing looks like. First is the C stage, right? And you can see that at the C stage, it's at the very top and it looks very bigger. Why? Because at that particular stage, people are going to be seeing a lot of stuff that you're going to be putting out. People are going to be seeing your contents. People are going to be seeing your work. People are going to be seeing what you're putting out. So many people are going to see it, right? You're going to have a lot of people see your stuffs, see your product or your service, see the kind of things that you're putting out. That's why we have that C stage at the very top of the funnel, very, very big, right? And then as you're going down to the think stage, you find out that it's not everybody that saw your product that begins to think about your product. Who are the people that are going to think about the product? People who are interested, people who have a problem that your product can actually solve at that time, right? I go online, I'm scrolling through, I see something that someone put out, I read it, it intrigues me, right? But I'm not interested. After reading it, I go away, I jump off. I like it, but I'm not interested. So I won't think about it. But let's say I go there, maybe so many people saw it, right? And only a few people start thinking about it, right? A few people. So you see that it's going to be lesser, but then that's the think stage. After the C stage, the people who have seen, some other people are going to be out of your audience, and then there are people who are going to be thinking about it. That's those people who actually want to maybe take action. At that point in time, or at this thing stage, you still want to be consistent. You still want to validate your stuff that you have been putting out. You still want to show these people that, yes, this is what you offer. Yes, this is how this thing can actually solve their problem, right? So that while they are thinking about it, they are getting more reasons to be able to make a decision that this thing is actually worth it for me. Because people want to whether patronize any product or service because they believe that it's going to solve their problem and make their lives better and makes their lives easier. That's the think stage. The next stage is now the do stage. The do stage is where they now take action. Okay, they have seen what they want to see. They have seen enough. They have thought about it enough, and they now think this is what it's for me. Is what the risk is. What me taking it is going to solve my problem. It's going to make my life better. And then they go to the do stage. At that do stage, you want to ensure that they do not find you because they want to take action, right? You want to be available for them. You want to ensure that you are available to actually reach out to them, to actually make them take that action, whether it's a purchase, whether they want to book your product, they want to book your services, you have to be available. And then the last stage is now the care stage, which is where you now don't just throw them away. Remember what we said, it is easier to actually sell to people who have bought from you before and to sell to people who have never bought from you before, because you're not going to be starting afresh. So for this one, the care stage, you're now caring for those people who have patronized your product or your service. You now find out how your product or service are doing for them. Is it doing well? Is it not doing well? Are they enjoying it? Is there any form of help or assistance that they will need to be able to use your product better? And at that care stage, you can always cross-sell and upsell, right? You can sell another product to them. You can sell a product that can supplement the one that they are already using, right? So at that point in time, you know that, okay, I have this at my control. And of course, they are now open to buy more from you because they bought from you before. They have trusted you. Is it working for them? If it's working, yes. And you found out that it's working, and you give them the necessary care that they need at whichever point in their time they are there with you. This care does not mean that you're going to be showing them this care down to the very end. No, it means that, okay, maybe after a week or two, or maybe one day, or maybe a day or two, or a week, depends, that they got your product or your service, you have this follow-up to confirm how enjoyable they are using it, or how good it is for them, or how bad it is for them, right? So that they have this sense of belonging and this sense of, oh, this business actually cares. And then you can maybe decide to maybe sell something more to them, or upsell, right? Sell some other thing, or sell something different, and they'll be more open to buying because they have bought from you before, right? So that's on that. Is there any question on this particular aspect? There are some people's voice I've not heard in this class, and
No, please.
it's too quiet. I like to hear people's voices. Some people's voices I have not heard, they are very quiet. I hope they are following though, because
We are following you.
We are following you. We are following you.
My name
We
is
are here, sir.
We are following you.
We
I'm
are following
commanding on the stages of marketing online.
We are following you,
We are
sir.
following you.
We are following you.
okay, thank you for following me. Thank you. All right, what's the time now? This is 10:56. Let's say 11 p.m. I think we should go on a break. When we come back, I should be showing us something different. By the time we're back from the break, I should know what that is. But we'll be going on a break now. It's going to be a 30 minutes break. We'll be back by 11:30. So I'm giving you extra 4 minutes, if that's okay. So we'll be going on the break now, and we'll be back by 11:30, and we'll continue. Okay, someone's hand is up. Thelma, yeah, please, your hand is up.
Hi. Good
Hi,
morning.
morning.
Yes, I want to say thank you for the lecture so far. It's been entertaining, interesting. So I want to plead if at the end of the lecture you can help us with the slide if it's possible.
Okay, yes, I'll send the slide across.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I think that should be the much for it. When we are back, we should be able to touch on something different. Please come back. How many people do I have here now? 38. When we are back, I need 38 people, please.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem,
So,
sir. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So welcome back from the break. Let's just proceed
Thank you.
from where we left off. Yeah. Share my screen. Yeah. So I thought about training us by our personnel and all of that, but like we should just move on to something else. It might be a little bit easy for some people. So let's just do the social media marketing. What is social media marketing? We all know social media is. Practically everybody knows what social media is. Practically everybody knows what social media is. And of course, we know that it also has its own marketing. And social media marketing, of course, involves the using of social networks to build brand awareness, to increase conversions, to drive traffic. It uses social media apps as its own marketing tool to achieve business goals. Now, the 3 points I just said, social media marketing involves using social media networks. One, to build brand awareness, being to let people know about your brand. Is actually the best place at the moment to build brand awareness. Two, to increase conversions, right? Convert people to become fans and to become customers, convert people from fans to customers. That's number two. And then number three, to drive traffic. Driving traffic means moving people from one platform to another platform. So simply put, moving people from your social media platform to your other platforms where you want the traffic to go to. Can be websites, can be calls, can be messages, can be any other thing. Of course, most times when we hear traffic is websites, maybe to a website, maybe to a landing page or something of that nature. So those are the three ways listed here for social media: to build brand awareness, to increase conversions, and to drive traffic. And of course, social media uses social media apps as its own marketing tool to achieve business goals. Social media apps, we know them. Yeah, social media marketing goal includes the following. I've mentioned increase brand awareness. I've mentioned drive traffic, which is to move people to a... My voice is very low. Okay. Who said that? Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so social media marketing goals include the following: increase brand awareness, I mentioned, drive traffic, I mentioned that, to move people through a different platform, increase revenue, which is to make money for your business, right? It's very imperative. Every business is always out there to make money. To boost engagement, right? So your business, your social media marketing, of course, is to boost engagement, people to engage with the business, do sort of engagement with the business. That's one of the goals, right? To build a community around your business. Now, this one is also very important. You build a community around your business. Just like we mentioned earlier about building a relationship with your potential customers or your customers is almost the same. But now the difference is that you're building a community. You're building and that's why if you look at some businesses, they have what we call communities, and then they have community managers that manage the community. Platforms of companies now, organizations build communities of people who are around their business, communities of stakeholders in their business. Maybe this person, maybe a business deals with, let's say like a company that deals on maybe managers. They now build a community for maybe fleet managers, asset managers, or whatever managers, right? And this community is there to ensure that these persons have a common ground. They belong to something that they all share in common, because people always want to belong to something. People, it doesn't matter how secluded some people might be. Okay, of course, there are a few exceptions, like maybe those who are very, very strongly introverted people, people who want to be secluded, right? But most other people want to belong to something, they want to belong to somewhere, they want to belong to a community of people that share um, the same ideologies, the same pain points, the same stuff with them. A perfect example, yes, they are called football fans, but they are still a community, because it's a community of football fans that support a particular club. Let's look at last night. It was a very, very tough battle of the mids. I call it battle of the mids because the two of them are mid-table clubs, but it was a match between Chelsea and Manchester United, right? And it was a tough match per se. And you can see that if you go to Twitter after that match, even now, because I think it's still trending, I think so, you see the different fans of the different community, of the different clubs, discussing about the football match. Some discussing about how poorly their team played. Some discussing about how well their team came back. Some defending their team despite the errors that they made, and all of those stuff, right? Now, these football clubs have been able to successfully build communities around them, that these people believe in this club, despite what is going on with some of the clubs. Sometimes, like I myself, I'm not a Man U fan, I'm not a Chelsea fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, and currently Arsenal are doing pretty well in the league and everywhere. But there were times that it was very terrible. 2 seasons, 3 seasons back, 4 seasons back, 5 seasons back, it was terrible. We were going through hell as a club, right? But most of us as Arsenal fans still stuck with the club. That's the sense of a community most times. They stick by your business, even when things are not maybe as rosy as they are supposed to be. And you want to build a community around your business via social media. Even when things are not rosy, they stick to the business. When things are going well, they stick with the business, right? From a business perspective now and a business point of view, might not be applicable to the way it's going to be applied to other club and football club, because of course there's going to be banter between fans. This one bantering this one bantering this one. That one is football clubs, separate entities. But in business, you have these people supporting your business all the way. That is why it's important to build a community. Another example I will give is the example of the two, there are 3 now in Nigeria, but let's look at the 2 most popular artists per se in terms of music and how fast they are and how they've stood out, Davido and Wizkid. One is more outspoken, more always out there. The other one is more reserved, more inside. But they both have their different communities with different ideologies that supports the both of them. Yes, we call them their fans because, of course, in the entertainment world, it's fans. In football world, it's fans. But in business, we call it a community. Now, these people already have their own fan zones, being their own community of people that are with them. So there's nothing you want to see that Davido did that Wizkid fans that the Wizkid fans will agree with you that he's the right one. There's no matter what, even we all know that as it stands now, I'm a Wizkid fan, but we all know that as it stands now, with all honesty, he's been releasing some music that I'll call whack. I'll call it whack music, because his music are no longer, they don't steam well in the ears as usual as it used to be. But we will still not agree that the video is better than him. Why? Because we belong to his community and we will defend him with our life. So in your business, it might not be the same way, might not be the same pattern. They might know how to defend you with clubs and spears and arrows, but they might not. But okay, you see, somebody's already a Davido fan, a Wizkid fan. Thank you. So, but but having a community is very important because you have people that advocate for your business, you have people that are going to be there for your business, and then you manage this community, help them to continue to see reasons to continue to do business with you. And this community can always grow because from the people in your community who already know that, oh, okay, this is your community, this is where I belong. Somebody wants to buy something, the person will say, I want to buy this kind of thing. And somebody for your community might be the person to meet them and say, this person sells this stuff. And you didn't do any marketing or any form of anything like that. You didn't push out any stuff, but you sold. Word of mouth marketing, that is what it's called, is the most effective. Let's say referral is always the most effective way of marketing because people will mostly buy something, or people are likely to buy something from you when it's coming from someone that they know that have used your stuff. So for instance, I want to buy shoes. I want to buy a shoe. It's possible that I have already seen a vendor online that I want to buy a shoe from. I've been monitoring this person and maybe I want to buy the shoe, right? Then maybe my friend comes around and I now show my friend, my guy, say, but if I see you, I want to buy this shoe. Check out the shoe. You like how you did. And he looks at the shoe and like, the shoe is nice. So yeah, you won't buy it. I say, see the person I won't buy it for. He say, I get somebody with the sell the shoe. The person I don't buy from the person before. Do you know that there is an 80%, not even 80, 90% probability that the person I wanted to buy the shoe from that I've already seen, even if I haven't had conversation with this person, I will likely leave that person and buy from the one that my friend wants to show me. Why? Because he's now taking me to somebody that he has bought from before. So it is just human psychology that if this my friend has bought this thing from this person and is referring me to the person, it means it works. The person's goods work. So I should buy from that person instead of buying from somebody that I don't know and I'm not even sure the product is going to be up to that kind of standard. So all of these stuffs are very important. The next one is to offer effective customer service. With social media marketing, you can offer effective customer service. I'm very sure most of us have noticed that most of the platforms now offer their customer service on social media. Banks, for instance. If you go online now, someone maybe on Twitter especially, someone posts something and then the next thing you're seeing people under the tweets, this bank, I may not mention any bank's name. This bank, you people steal my money. I sent money at so and so time. My money has not arrived. You know, and they will receive a message, generic, but maybe it solves the problem. Hi, this person, blah blah blah. Sorry for what you're passing through. Can you send us a DM so we can rectify it? Customer service has happened there. If as it stands now, maybe you sent money via the bank and peradventure, the transfer didn't go through, and maybe the person who was supposed to receive the money says the transfer has not gone through. You give it maybe like 24 hours and the transfer doesn't still pull through. You check your balance, money has left, the person says money has not come, and you want to go to customer service. Where will you be? Where will be the first place you go to? Except you like the banks, you just want to go to the bank and do your thing. Most likely it's always social media. You search for the bank social media handle, their support team, and you send them a message and they reply to you. And most of the times they can even resolve it online for you, apart from a few other times that they will have to direct you to the bank. So you can also use your social media marketing for effective customer service, right? Customers can reach out to you via social media. That is where you now offer your customer service support. Now, the next one is to increase mentions. Increase mentions is when people mention you on certain posts that may or may not have you in it. For instance, someone can come online, I'm sure we see it sometimes, someone can say, please, I need a good blah 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 vendor in Lagos, or I need this vendor in Port Harcourt. Who knows anyone? And the next thing you will see people or someone go under the tweets, under the comment section, and write at so and so brand does it, right? And that is a mention because you are there. Did you even know that this person even did this kind of tweet? or someone from your maybe your community or your circle or your loyal customer goes down to that place, sees that this person has mentioned something that relates to your brand, and the next thing they have mentioned. Are you talking to me? Okay. Right. So that is for increase of mentions. Let's move forward. We now have social media platforms. I'm sure we know most of the social media platforms. They are more than this. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Reddit, Snapchat, WeChat, WhatsApp, Quora. There are many, right? So many social media platforms. Some of them you might not even know about it, right? There are many, and these are the social media platforms that are available. I mean, we all know Facebook, we know Instagram, we know Twitter, we know YouTube, we know TikTok. I'll just speak on a few. Like Facebook. Facebook, we know, is a platform that if you want to really capture the attention of people on Facebook, you need to do some very good storytelling. Facebook people are very emotional people, and storytelling works a lot on Facebook. Facebook is a platform that if you tell good stories, you get a lot of traction. They love stories, right? And it's also a platform where if your business is targeting millennials and people who are maybe between 30 upwards, that Facebook is the best place to go to, because that is where they are. Like, that's exactly where these people or this age range of people thrive. So you see where you need to know all of this stuff, so you know exactly where you're putting your efforts. Instagram, of course, is for high quality pictures and videos. So you see the IG life. Some of them are fake life, but be that as it may, Instagram is for high quality pictures and videos. Picture quality and video qualities are always very, very top notch, very, very clear. Always very, very top notch, very, very clear, right? And that's Instagram. Twitter, of course, Twitter, we all know, is for basketballs. Simply put, Twitter is more of a controversial platform where a lot of controversy strikes, deals with hashtags, deals with tweets, and it has a lot of limitations when it comes to the amount of tweets or there are comments you can make at a time. But I mean, aside now that Elon has come, and Elon is looking to make money, so he's giving people what they need to make money, right? So yeah, that's for Twitter. And YouTube is for videos. TikTok is also for short videos. So yes, there's one thing I want to say, right? So when I mentioned the aspect of looking at what your competitors are doing and then copying it, paste it to your own and tweak it to sound, to be original, to be yours, is not something that has not been done before. I was saying it, and I wasn't able to get a perfect example, but I think we've got one now. Look at these platforms. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, right? We have Facebook. In all of these platforms, which of these platforms started short videos? Who can tell me? Anybody? Facebook, TikTok. Yeah.
Is Instagram part of them?
Yes, Instagram is part of them.
Okay, I think it's Instagram started short videos.
Is it?
Snapchat.
It's TikTok.
Talk.
I think TikTok. They all started small short videos. Sorry. They all started short videos. Instagram
No, you
has TikTok.
no, you said who started, but Instagram has been there before TikTok. Or am I
Yes,
mistaken?
Instagram had been there before TikTok, but they were not selling, their short videos were not booming, right? They were not as used until when TikTok came into the picture. When TikTok came into the picture, TikTok started doing short videos and started monetizing accounts for people. And the short videos, you know how TikTok short videos are, dancing and all of this kind of stuff, and Facebook, Facebook and Twitter and IG are the same company. So when they saw that TikTok are having a lot of traction, and you know, of course, most of these companies are in the US. Most of them started in the US. And these people saw that this TikTok are making a lot of traction and getting a lot of users on their platform. Instagram now had to do their Instagram Reels.
That's
Where you
real.
now hear, but you want to say something?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I want to. Okay. I want to ask, confirm something.
Confirm, yeah.
I want to confirm something.
Okay.
There's something I saw about monetizing through TikTok and Instagram, which is TikTok shop and I think Instagram shop also, where if you sell things, you can also sell things directly in those shops. People can just click on the link and shop directly from Instagram and TikTok. But it seems it's not open for Nigeria yet.
I think so. You know, most of these features are features that they have to, first of all, give to the markets outside Nigeria, especially those in the US and Europe. And because Africa, most times we abuse a lot of things. So they are very careful at the kind of things that they give to Africans to use. So I don't think that option is open for Africans yet. I'll check.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, was like the copy and paste stuff, right? So Instagram now went into Instagram Reels, and you see that people now prefer to do Reels. Facebook Reels is the same company, Facebook and Instagram Reels. They now call it Reels.
Yes.
YouTube now have YouTube Shorts. Before there was nothing like YouTube Shorts. It was just normal YouTube videos. You go, you watch a YouTube video. Now there's YouTube Shorts where you can be scrolling and skipping, and then Twitter now even has their own now where you can be scrolling through videos. Before, there were nothing like scrolling through videos on Twitter, but now you scroll through videos, right? So as you scroll, if you anything you don't like, you move on. So you understand that these platforms or TikTok brought it up, and you can see that the rest of them copied it and pasted it in their platform because it is working and it's working across board. And one thing we need to understand is that the attention span of people are really low in today's world. The attention span is very low, and that's why you see people prefer to just watch all those short videos. Maybe busy professionals, maybe people who are maybe busy, very busy professionals and stuff. They don't have time to sit down and watch long videos, or maybe watch a full movie of 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Some people see it as waste of time. But that is re-energizing time because you need to also help that market. But whichever way, so people would prefer to now watch short videos, watch something of 5 minutes, watch something of a few minutes and get the whole story, laugh, feel how you want to feel and move on, right? So you see that these platforms are also doing the same thing, right? Trying to see how they can keep you on the platform. So one thing we need to understand is that their business model, okay, I'll ask, what do you think is the business model of these platforms? Let's start from there, because I know we are all business people, so we also discuss business models. What do you think are the business models of these social media platforms? Who wants to give me an answer? Who wants to give me an answer? Who wants to give me a try?
Business model in what sense, please?
That is it. I don't understand it. Go on, safe.
You don't understand the question. Let me break it down.
Yes.
The business model is how does your business thrive? Like, what do you do? What exactly is this business supposed to do to be able to make money? That's a business
Okay.
model.
So is the question directed to the owner of the platforms or we that use the platform?
I'm asking you now, what do you think is their business model? Because they have their business model, they know, but you
As
are
in,
using the platform.
Okay, you're asking us what
is
we
it
think their
as in
business
their
model.
revenue? Is
Yes,
it as in their revenue stream?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, can I try?
Yeah.
It's a free. They call it freemium. That means that it's free for all, but they get their money mainly for adverts and people watching their videos. That's just it. Like people, subscription. People subscribing for their app and what they call it is more like a freemium. So most of the time is people engaging, because people engage on their platform. That's the way they're able to make money. Like, that's what I feel. But it's mostly on a freemium model. That means it's free for all.
All right, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Who wants to say something? One person at a time, please. If you want to speak, just raise your hand.
I think it has to do with it has to do more of like, I think they use AdSense too, or I don't know whether it's AdSense per se, but I think they also they sell information to partner to other companies that need data on their audience or on their target audience or so. I think they also, because since they have every data of most people in the world in their system, I think that's how they make their money, in as much as we feel we're using it for free, but they are getting something from us. Some we know about, some we don't, I think, through the algorithms and all those things.
Yeah, partially I agree with you on the selling of data, though that's a crime, a huge crime. But of course, you don't know what's going on at the back. So that's a partial agreement. Thank you.
Yes.
My hand is up. You can speak.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Just as the last speaker said, some of the social media platforms make use of freemium. Some social media platforms like YouTube are subscription based. Yes, and some other social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok.
But you don't pay. But you don't pay for the subscription on YouTube, do you? Aside the one that they don't want you to see ads, those ones.
You pay for example, YouTube Premium. You would have to pay. Yes, you would have to pay.
That's the angle you're coming from. Okay, yeah. I get you.
YouTube Premium, you would have to pay. And when you pay for YouTube Premium, you for example, you can play your music when you're out of so there are certain benefits you enjoy when you subscribe to YouTube Premium. So yes, that particular social media platform is subscription based. And some other social media platforms, YouTube inclusive too, Instagram, Facebook, they are user content. For example, I can generate content, and depending on the amount of viewers, traffic I get on those content I generate, I get income. The social media platform also gets income. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. That was nice. Shema, you can keep your hand down. That was nice. So practically I like the fact that you guys have an idea of what these things are, and you've all spoken well, and I think all your answers are correct, very correct. However, I would say that their business model is to keep you on the platform. That's our business model, to keep you on the platform, regardless of the premium or freemium, whatever, is to keep you glued to your phone screen. Haven't you found out that endless scrolling keeps you addicted to the screen? And that's why they have algorithms and AIs that study your behavior online. because they want to keep you on their platforms. These guys are all fighting for your attention. They are all fighting for you to constantly be on their platforms. That's why they want to keep you on those platforms. Why? Because the more they keep you, the more they make money. Let me explain this. You are a person who, on the online platform, you are always interested in fashion stuffs, one. You also like maybe health talks too. Then you may probably also like content that has to do with maybe sports, 3. And maybe you also like animals, pets, 4. Let me just use this for instance. And the algorithm studies your behavior on their platform, right? They see you, they monitor what kind of stuff you like to watch. They see that, oh, you're the kind of person that likes this content. They'll begin to push those kind of contents to your face more often. Anyone that they see that you don't watch, maybe you open it, you don't watch it for long, you slide, they know that you're not interested in it and they don't give it to you, right? And then you are now having that particular, they know you have this interest, they start pulling it to you. Watch how it goes, that after maybe every 4 or 5 slides or 4 or 5 contents that you watch, the next thing that comes out is an ad. They stick in an ad. If you have not noticed it before, try noticing it now. After maybe every 4, 5, 6 contents that you view that are your type of contents that you like, they stick in one ad. After that, they show you another 4, 5, 6, they stick in another ad. You are on the platform, going around their platform, watching content, enjoying yourself, becoming happy. They are also making money by pushing those ads to your face by impressions, because they are making money by impressions from advertisers, and they are keeping you on the platform. And if you look at it, it's a win-win for everybody. How? Because they are making money, you are enjoying yourself and having your fun, and the creators are making money. So how do they do it? It's a cycle. They pay the creators to keep creating content that you like and enjoy. They collect money from advertisers who want to advertise so they can make money. And they give you the content that you love to enjoy so that you are happy. That's a win-win for everybody. They get paid, the creators get paid, you enjoy your stay on their platform. Everybody's happy. The only problem is that it can become addictive. And these guys are always fighting to ensure that you stay on their platforms. That's why they are working tirelessly around the clock, building algorithms that will keep you on their platforms, that will keep you glued, that will make you want to watch more, make you want to see more, make you want to stay more on the platform. I was discussing with someone and I was telling him that any business model that is built on addiction, any business model that is built on something that people get addicted to, they are bound to make a lot of money, more than any other business. If you look at the sporty bets, Naira bets, the betting companies, those guys make a lot of money because this thing is addictive. You know, it's very addictive, and people keep on playing and keep on staying there. Today, the number of people who even play bets, you don't even know half. Because there are some people you date that are even in your circle that you don't even know that they play bets, but they play bets because they don't say it out. So you see that these people, these are their business models, and that's how they keep you on their platforms. And that's why they are always fighting for your attention on each and every platform. All of them are trying to ensure that you keep on staying on their platform, you keep on getting engaged, and they keep on making money. Businesses are about solving problems. For instance, Twitter, Elon Musk came in. Twitter always has restriction for text. Just like the premium and freedom you guys mentioned, it's also a way that they make money. Elon Musk knows that Twitter has restriction in text, kind of the amount of text you can type at a time, right? The amount of things you can do at a time. And of course, their Twitter Blue was hard to get if you're not a celebrity with a number of accounts, blah, 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 all of those stuff. You can't get Twitter Blue. Elon Musk came in, he's a businessman, a full-time businessman. He came and he tweaked his own thing to his own. If you can pay for a premium package, you want to type more than this character of text, you have the opportunity to type more than that character of text. just pay for Twitter Blue. You prioritize your content or your comments, right? Look at Twitter, go to Twitter, check when somebody posts something, check if there are people that have blue tick commenting on that particular post. You are going to see that the people with blue tick are prioritized. They are always at the top. These platforms will always prioritize people that pay money. So their comments are always coming up at the top before people who do not have blue tick will start showing up, right? So because they know that people will scroll more at the top, and when they have started getting down, they get exhausted and they leave the comment section. Because people always want to read comments on Twitter. It's a boost place. So once you go there, you want to start reading comments. And he also made it sure that anybody can be able to pay for blue tick, and it became as cheap as possible. Just pay subscribe at every end of the month and you make your money. And he's making his money, right? So it's all about knowing what people want and giving it to them, and you make your money. So that's the much I'm going to say on that. I think I'll move on to something else. It's a business class, so even as much as we're talking marketing, we also talk about business and some of these other businesses that we all have ideas about and know how they're also striving. Yeah, so let's move on. Where did I stop? I've talked about the different platforms. We know most of them. We know LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for professionals, very strong professionals, a professional platform. A lot of opportunities that are bound on LinkedIn. You just need to be serious with your life. Yeah. Okay, so that's on that. WhatsApp initially was meant for, private conversations for family and friends, close contacts, people whom you have their contacts. So it's restricted to only people whom you give access to your life, because WhatsApp is more like a personal space, right? And the funny thing is that Mark Zuckerberg bought most of these platforms and improved on them. They were not initially his. If he only had Facebook, and then he bought Instagram, and he bought WhatsApp. I remember when he bought WhatsApp, and he now owns all three assets. So, and then he started improving on them, and they started improving on the models and making them better, studying what the people want, knowing check. Sometimes you see your WhatsApp, they give you sometimes once in a while when they want to do some updates, they'll send some surveys. Sometimes those surveys don't come much to Nigerians and Africans, but if you come down to us, most of their surveys go to those in Europe and US, because they have a lot of users, billions of users per se, right? So these are the social media platforms, and I'm sure we all know about all of these platforms. So we have Meta. So I'll say Meta. So anytime I mention Meta, I might not be mentioning Facebook, Instagram. But anytime I mention Meta, you should know that it is Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Thread that did not last long. I don't know what they are doing with it, but we'll see. So Meta is the parent company. So like I mentioned earlier, Mark bought Instagram and WhatsApp. Initially, he only owned Facebook, so he bought Instagram and WhatsApp and joined it to his platforms, making them three. So they're now all under the parent company called Meta. So it's just like we're saying we have Dangote group of companies. We have Dangote Cement, we have Dangote Flour, we have Dangote Noodles, probably different aspects of the business. Yeah, but they are all under one particular company called Dangote Group of Companies. So that's how these other assets are: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Thread. They are all under one particular company called Meta. So we'll just move on that. Now let's go to creating a social media strategy. What's a social media strategy? It's actually a summary of everything you plan to do and achieve using social media for your business. It guides your processes and your actions on the platforms. So that's what the social media strategy is. It's just a summary of everything you plan to do and achieve using your social media platforms. And how do you create this strategy? One, it has to be smart, a smart goal. We talk about smart goals all the time. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. When we talk about setting smart goals that align with your business objectives should be specific in the sense that this is what I want to use this platform for. Yeah, specific of exactly what you want to use this particular place for, right? You know that this is the goal I want to achieve. And then it has to be measurable in the sense that you can measure it, you can quantify it. If you have been able to achieve it, you know the quantity. right? Achievable is you can achieve it, not something that is unrealistic that you cannot achieve. Relevant, is it relevant to your business? What is the relevance of that particular goal that you want to achieve to your business? Will it help your business to generate revenue? Will it help your business to grow? Time bound, is there a time frame at which you want to achieve this thing? Right? So this is how you set your SMART goals. Specific, you can decide to say, okay, I want to use my Twitter for customer service, like will do the things, but you dedicate it to replying to maybe customers and taking care of their customer service stuff, right? That's a specific. Measurable, you can decide to say, okay, you want to use Twitter to reduce your customer service requests on emails and other and maybe phone calls by social amount of percentage, maybe 50%, 60%. It's measurable. Is it achievable? Yes, it's achievable. You know that you can achieve it, right? Relevant, is it relevant to your business? Yes, it's relevant. Yes, maybe because you have a lot of customer service calls and emails. Sometimes you can't keep up with them, but you can keep up with them on Twitter, or you can have somebody manage them for you directly from Twitter without giving them access to other big assets. So it's relevant. Is it time bound? Maybe you say, yes, you have a time. I want to reduce it by this particular percentage before the end of June or by the end of June 2024. You've given it a time, so you know what you want to achieve, right? Not something that's not achievable. Maybe like saying something like you want to grow account from maybe 0 followers to 10,000 followers in, let's say, 1 month. I don't know what you plan to do, but you know that it's not achievable, or it's very difficult to achieve. So it's not something that you want to set as a goal, and that's it, right? So I'm sure we are clear on these SMART goals. Next is to learn and understand all about your audience. We've talked about this one, and you still need to do it on social media as one of your goals, right? You want to learn and understand all about your audience. What are they doing? Your audience, what does your audience like? What are the kind of contents that your audience would like to see on your platform? You learn and understand everything about your audience. Who are the people that are going to be listening to you? What kind of contents do you put out that they enjoy? You continue putting out those kind of contents in different dimensions and different techniques, and this will continue to always be there to consume. The next is to know and study your competition. We talked about competition earlier. We talk about it again. You need to know and study about your competition. Know your competition, know what they are doing, study about
Is your shoulder falling?
know about your competition, study them, know what they are doing. Then do a social media audit. You have to do social media audits, understand your whole social media game, right? Set up your social media accounts and optimize your profiles. Yeah. So this part is where we talk about optimizing your profiles. When we say optimize your profiles, it means that your profile should be consistent across board. They should be consistent across board, right? Let me show you something. So let's see something. Okay, give me a second. I'll stop sharing so I can share something different with you. So just a second, trying to open up something so you can see what I mean when we talk about optimizing profiles. Just a second more. I don't know if it's a platform or if it's a network. Oh, damn. So let me share my Twitter screen with you. Can you see my screen? I'm not sharing yet. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
So if you look at this, I want you to pay attention to this. This is PiggyVest. I'm sure we all know PiggyVest. This is PiggyVest Twitter account. And this is their Twitter account. This is their Twitter account. This is their Twitter profile. Just pay attention to what you see there. I'm trying to switch to this other window. Sorry. Are you guys finished with the Twitter? No. So just read this particular place. Look at where my mouse is. So go through this. Okay, from here, the entirety of this. Yeah. Right. Save, invest, and grow your money with ease. Earn up to 8 to 13% on savings and up to 25% on investments. Download PiggyVest on iOS and Android. This is our only page. You got that, right? Yes. Great. Somebody please explain as if he wants to blow my roof. Calm down. So I want to open Instagram. I don't know, Instagram is taking time. Open up. So the network is a bit slow at this moment too. So Instagram is slow. You can maybe check it from your end. I don't know why it's not opening up on my screen. I wanted you to see their profile across board. You would see that of God. Excuse me. I don't know why it's not opening. I don't know what's wrong. But if you can check from your end, check PiggyVest on Twitter and check PiggyVest on IG, right? You should notice something. You should notice that their profiles are consistent across board. Okay, the Chris has finally left. Everything is slow. I don't know why everything is slow. Okay, yeah. So this is finally it is open. Notice something. I want you to pay. I want you to notice something. Look at their Instagram profile. Can you see what they have here? Is PiggyBank NG. Notice the username on Twitter, PiggyBank @PiggyBank NG. On Instagram, PiggyBank NG. That's the username. and then the other name is Piggy Vests, of course, which you all know. It's on Thread. Now, you can see the consistency. This is even their Thread account, at still the same at Piggy Bank NG. Consistency in username. As a business, you need to pay attention to this stuff when you're doing your stuff on social media. Save, invest, and grow your money with ease. End up to 13% on savings and up to 5% on investment. Download Piggy Vest on iOS and Android. Okay, someone is raising a hand. Yeah.
Okay, what about a situation whereby you're trying to open an account in a platform and someone else has used that particular name combination?
Exactly. I was coming to that. So yeah, when that happens, all you have to do is not change it so much that it becomes so terrible. Just do a little addition, maybe a full stop in the middle or at the end, maybe an underscore. Then you now make it consistent. You know, all of these platforms give you opportunity to still change your username later on, right? So it's important that you do your due diligence by checking the username you want to use across the different platforms if it is available. If it's not available, of course, you can do that by simply doing a search on these platforms. If it's not available, then you now know, okay, let me add something, but not something that's going to be entirely different. The reason being that if you begin to become consistent on that platform, right, or on the different platforms, people do not need to add whatever they have to add, maybe the full stop or the underscore. The moment they type your platform name, being maybe the first 3 letters of your username, you are consistent. You have always been putting out stuff. The algorithm has noticed your account as an account that is consistent, that is always available for people, right? People are searching for you. The moment they search your name, your name appears first. So despite whatever you added, your name will come out first. So yes, in that regards, maybe you want to use a username, maybe you have a username to pick and somebody has already taken it. Don't fret, it's no problem. Find a way to tweak the username, but still make sure that you maintain consistency across different platforms and across different profiles. Same with your bio. The bio should also be consistent so that people are not confused. Same with your profile picture. You can see that typically Vest have the same bio on Instagram and they have the same bio on Twitter, right? It's the same bio. The only difference on Twitter is that they wrote here, this is our only page, because Twitter people can be mad, especially with the fact that people can now buy blue ticks on Twitter regardless. Right? So they are being careful. Not everybody notices that this is not a blue badge. This is a gold badge. And these gold badges are very expensive for brands, right? It's almost up to $1,000 per month for subscription, if I can remember. But this gold badge is for brands and businesses. But not everybody will be able to pay attention to this stuff. That's why they're telling you this is their only page, because they don't want to hear anything. Right, so that's the consistency you want to maintain across board with your platforms, right? Let's go back. I just needed to emphasize on that because it's imperative so that as your business is growing, right, it's growing across board and people don't get confused at the end of the day. Maybe when you have grown so big, you now have a lot of copycats who are trying to copy your business. And then you already know that, okay, you are the authentic one. So even if the copycats are there, people can identify who is the authentic one from the copycat, because sometimes it's very hard. There are some platforms that they are fake, they are copycats, they are parody. But when you go to those accounts, you think that it is the owner of the account that has it, because everything you'll be seeing there is on the person that have the account. For instance, I remember when that time here, Abasi just finished her cooking, breaking her cooking record, right? The Sunday when she was about to, she was trending seriously on Twitter, and somebody opened the Twitter account with her name, and this person got a lot of traction, a lot of followers, and he was posting stuff. You know, those things were all online. So you just go, just pick. Was alert, making sure that as soon as the thing drops, they pick it up, they post it so it looks like it is original. And only later on people discovered that that account was not her account. But these things are inevitable. They're inevitable. So yeah, be careful about that. Let's move forward. Draw inspiration from other businesses. I talked about this. Look at what other businesses are doing. Draw inspiration from those businesses and do your own. It's important. There is nobody that is an island. You can't get everything from scratch, right? Next is to determine the right content mix that is suitable for your brand and your audience. It depends on your audience. So you can see it said determine it. So it's not something that is laid down on stone. It's now something that you determine at your own discretion based on your experience with your audience, your research, and everything you've been able to cover. You know that, okay, this is my audience, this is how I should be able to post my content, or these are the kind of content that I should be able to give to them. But of course, the kind of content that we always advise for brands is one, educational content, very much advisable. Educational contents make you, a second, please. Educational content are the first one. Educational content make you stand out as an authority. You're giving them information. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. So people will most likely want to patronize somebody that they know that is dishing out a lot of information to them because they now believe that this person knows their onions. You get me? So look at the likes of Aproko Doctor now. Aproko Doctor really promotes anything. Yes, he's a content creator. That's what we'll call him. But you know his kind of contents are educative contents. He's educating you on different stuff about health. And he does it in a very entertaining way. You see? And people know him as this particular kind of person. So people go there for those particular kind of reasons to get education. And people who now have the money to afford him, right? When they have problems, they can go to him and he's there to solve it for them. That's the same thing he can do for any business. Because when you're putting out educational content, educative content, you're educating your audience on stuff that are relative to your business that they need to know, which is also beneficial to them. It makes you stand out. Even the ladies that sell all this maybe hair and all this hair and wig and all of this stuff. Check the ones that educate people on how to care for their wigs, how to do all those kind of stuff. They make a lot of sales because while you're teaching people this stuff, some people don't want to do it by themselves. That's the truth. Some people are they can't even do it by themselves. So sometimes they just need people to just help them to do something. Some things are very simple. I've done some things for people that I know that they were very simple things, but because I know that these people do not want to do it for themselves, they just want somebody to do it for them. I'll do it for you and I'll collect money. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, that's one, educational content. The next one is entertaining content, right? As much as you're educating, you might not be the type of Aproko Doctor that can mix education and entertainment together, but as you're educating, you also entertain, right? So that people don't get bored. They are entertained on your platform. They can see something that can give them some sense of humor, make them laugh, make them smile, add a face to your brand as well. So don't know that there's a face behind this brand, right? And then yeah, this kind of, and then professional contents, maybe the ones that are maybe a bit professional. That depends on your business anyways, but just know how to determine the right content mix suitable for your own business and your own brand, and that's your own audience. Create a social media content calendar. That one also is very advisable because you might not be at full speed all the time to be able to put something. Maybe you've already planned your content. Have a content calendar you have planned. Okay, between now to now, this is what we are going to be posting. This is what we are going to be putting out. You've planned out your content calendar. You have it all set. And then you can always schedule your posts and keep them ahead of time. And then evaluate and adjust your strategy regularly. So, of course, there is no laid down on stone principle that this thing that you started it is what you must follow. Things are changing every day. Algorithms are tweaking, things are changing. So as things are changing, you also change with it. If a strategy is not working, you look at it, okay, this strategy is not working, let's look for another strategy. Or this strategy has been working, but it looks like it's no longer giving the result it was given before. It's beginning to get obsolete. Let's do something, let's look for something else. And then you always adjust your strategy, you evaluate, you tweak your strategy, and then you have it running all the time so that your business can continue to grow and boom, right? For the content calendar, like I said, you need to have a content calendar. I don't know, a sample of the content calendar here. I'll show you a content calendar. I'm sure most of us already know this whole content calendar thing. Okay, just a second. Yeah, so this one is very small, slim. It's just an example of what the content calendar looks like. I'm sharing my screen now. If you have the strength to be posting all the time, you know, you want to be posting at random, maybe at will, whatever comes in. You know, the attendance link has not been posted. So this is a content calendar. Let me zoom in. So this is okay, let me use this first. I have to zoom in. This is a content calendar example, sample. I'm sure you can see it. Is what you can see. This is a content calendar sample of this is a real estate brand now. This is what they use for their own real estate ideas, right? So they can post, they know that, okay, first, this is what we are posting. Second, this is what we are posting. Third, this is what we are posting. They have a content calendar. They know, okay, this is the content calendar that we have on ground for our business. This is what we are posting this day. This is what we are posting this day. This is what we are posting this day. Right? They already know that, okay, okay, I think I'll send this template to this one to you. This one is form of a picture, so you can just always use this to plan your own. It must not be like this. It can be in any format that you can draft it to be. It might be in a document, in a Microsoft Word document. It might be in a table. Anyhow you want to do it, that you know that it's going to work for you, but you know that this is what I want to be posting on this particular dates, right? These guys have a 30 days content calendar, so it means they want to be posting practically every day of the week. If you cannot keep up with posting every day of the week, there's no harm in that. If you're a business, maybe you want to post 5 days a week, not 7 days a week. That's fine. That still works very well. You also exhaust yourself and get burnt out. Probably have other things you're doing. You can't even keep up with 5 days. Maybe you can keep up with 3 days. That's fine. But be consistent with what you are doing. If it's 5 days, you know it's 5 days. If it's 3 days, you know that it's 3 days. Let's stop pushing out so that people are in your business. Because yeah, and it might not be easy to post every day. It might be exhausting. Maybe time to create this, time to do that, and all of that stuff. But yes, this is what the content calendar should look like, so you can plan. You also have a planner on your Meta Business Suite. For those of us who know about Meta Business Suite, I'm not sure I can talk about that in much details today, but I'll just show us what that looks like in very quick formats. I needed to lay the foundation of what this whole thing is, because I know that everybody learns differently, different pace, different learning abilities, and we all know things differently. So we needed to all be on the same page. So let's quickly look at the Meta Business Suite. I'm coming. I need to share a new screen, so I'll stop sharing this one first, and then I'll go to this place. I'll close this up. I'll share my screen now. So for some of us, I'm sure we are very familiar with this platform. It's mostly that of Meta, but some of us might not be familiar with it. Not just Meta, but you can do this with the other platforms have theirs, but Meta is the most popular and the most used, especially for small businesses or businesses that are starting out. So let's look at that. Now, Meta, like I said, is comprises of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. So they now have what we call the Meta Business Suite, is where you manage your Meta business assets. They are called assets because they're important to you. Your Facebook account is important to you. That's why you have a password. Same with Instagram, same with WhatsApp. That's why you have two-factor authentication so that people cannot break in and out of it because it's your asset. If you lose your account, you cry. There's nobody that I've seen, even if the account is 1 year old, that doesn't cry that they have lost their account, maybe scam or banned or whatever. They try to regain it back. That's why it's called an asset. Whatever is valuable to you is an asset. And the Meta Business Suite is where you keep your business assets. And before it was formerly called Facebook Business. Yeah, Facebook Business. But because they now have the primary name Meta, is now called the Meta Business Suite. However, the link still remains the same. The link to log into the platform. They also have the mobile version of it, although the mobile has its limitations. It's not as broad and as, when I say mobile, I mean mobile app, like app, the app version of it. You can download the app. It's called, what's the app again? It's called Business Suite, the Business Suite app, right? So you can download it, but it has its limitations. It's not as broad and has a wide spectrum like the web. But for web, you go to business.facebook.com. Yeah, business suite. Business.facebook.com for web. Now, note, mine is going to open up immediately and you're going to see my account because I already have access to this platform before now. But if it is your first time logging into Business Suite, the Meta Business Suite, you'll be required to, you will have a window that will appear and you'll be required to log in with your account, either to log in with your Facebook account or to log in with your Instagram account. Right. So it's business.facebook.com. Let me slow down a little. We're rounding up. So you'll be required to log in with either of your accounts, either Facebook or WhatsApp. Facebook or Instagram, rather, my bad. So you just log in. The essence is Meta wants to be sure you have an account with them because it's called the Meta Business Suite to handle your business assets. So you need to have an asset. Either you have a Facebook asset or an Instagram asset that you can use to log in because those are the two ones that are used to log into this platform. And once you log in with your, let's say your Facebook account, which I think is most preferable to use to log in, except you don't have a Facebook account and you have only Instagram, then that's fine. But you want to make sure you link your Facebook and your Instagram account together. If you have, it's imperative that you link them together since they're the Meta assets. So when you log in, like this is mine, you can see different pages that I have access to. So once you log in with your account, right, the moment you log in with your account, you have access to different pages. If you have access to 10 pages from your Facebook account, they are all going to appear here, just like I have, right? You can see all the pages or accounts or assets that I have access to. So I'll use those words interchangeably. So you can see, right? These are all accounts I have access to. So I'll swap this to EcoCrib, a different platform. This platform is one that I can control, not the ones I can't. So I'll swap this to this. So I can switch to any of them from here, right? What I want to show us is how you can schedule content from here. I mean, some of us know about this already. If you don't know, I'll just show you. So from here, you just go to, if you check, this is an account, a Facebook page and an Instagram page that are linked together. This is Facebook and this is Instagram, both linked. So if I want to post something on these platforms, I can decide to schedule my post. Maybe because I already had, that means you need to have a content calendar to be able to do this, because you already know, okay, this is what I want to post on this day. I have this set up, right? And you simply go to your planner. This is planner. And you click on your planner. Planner is always on the left side of the screen. Most of the stuff you want are on the left side of your screen. So you click on planner, and it's going to open up the planner for you. And you can see here, if you look here, they even give you suggestions of what's the best time to post. Not every day though, but some days. For instance, if you look at this, if you're looking at this my screen, you can see here that they are telling me that on Friday, being today, my Instagram followers are going to be most active at 5 p.m. Right? So they're telling me that the best time I will want to shoot my content on Friday should be 5 p.m. Now, that is not so accurate per se that it will work like that, but it might work, right? But you can still decide that maybe you don't, maybe 5 p.m. is too late for you, right? Maybe you want to shoot something, but 5 p.m. is too late for you. You want it to get earlier. You can still post it at the time you want it to go, right? So for instance, let's say I want to schedule a content for tomorrow, Saturday, 6th, for Facebook and Instagram now. I want to schedule a content for both of them. I will not have time tomorrow, Saturday. I'll be very busy. Maybe I'll go to workouts in the morning, or I'll do this in the morning. I might go to the market, but I want my content to go out. I don't want to forget. Or maybe me, I'm going to, I might just forget. So you just come down to this place, the platform you want. You can see Saturday seats. You click on it, and when you click, it should open up. Yeah, so it has opened up, right? And what's this? Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. So you can read what is here, schedule your posts. It says here, schedule your posts for the times when your audience is most active, or manually select a date and time in the future. Tomorrow is April 6th, 2024. So I can decide to say, I want to post on my Instagram by 10, my Facebook by 10 a.m. tomorrow, and I want to post on my Instagram by 11 a.m. tomorrow. So let's say you now say I want to post by 11 a.m. tomorrow on Instagram, while I want to post on Facebook by 10 a.m. I'll just click on select the time. I'll click on save, right? If maybe you want to post on only one platform, I don't want to post on both platforms. I want to post on only one, Facebook. I don't want to post on Instagram. I'll just come down to this drop down. I'll toggle on it and I'll turn off Instagram. So once I turn Instagram off, it means I'm going to only schedule my content for Facebook. If I want to schedule for both platforms, or I want to schedule for only Instagram, I don't want to schedule for Facebook, I'll turn off the other one. Like likely the same. So let's say we want to shoot on the two platforms. You click on both of them, the both of them are turned on. Remember, your two assets have to be linked. Your page, your Facebook page and your Instagram account. And you now go and select the media you want to use. So let's say I want to post a picture or something. I just go down to my pictures. I'll look for a picture that I want to post. Let me look for something really quickly. Of these are proposed properties. Yeah, so let's say I want to post this guy now. I want to post this picture just for the purpose of this class, and I click on that photo. It begins to load up, so it can come up and load. And this is text. I can write my text, but this should come up. Yeah, so this is it, right? So this is your picture. You have, even if it's a video, same thing. You do the same thing for a video. Then you have your text and you want to type whatever. So maybe I want to say off the top of my head now, taking care of cars should be your #1 priority. I should be rounding this class up soon. So this will be the last thing I'll touch today. I'll touch more on this on the next class. should be your number one priority. Yeah, I'll teach that in my next class. I like teaching arts in physical class because sometimes if you're teaching it online, it's always very, very, I don't know, it's hazy. It's stressful for me. So yeah, this is my post, right? I already said I want to post on Facebook by 10 a.m. on Saturday, and I want to post Instagram at 11 a.m. I've already said you can decide to change the time. Maybe you want to post this one by 1 p.m. You go to this place and you change it to 1 p.m. and you know that it's going to go to the public. You can still restrict it, just like you can say, okay, I don't want certain people to see my Facebook post. You can restrict it, whatever you want to do. And now you can see how it's going to look like. We are almost done. You go to your preview to preview what it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like on Instagram. This is how Instagram looks like normally, right? You can preview your Facebook feed and see what it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like on Facebook. Facebook is always bigger, right? You check it. You can see this is how it's going to look on the laptop. This is how it's going to look on a laptop, right? When somebody's using a laptop or a bigger screen, and this is how it's going to look on a mobile phone. Look where my mouse is. This laptop and this mobile phone. You can preview for mobile phone. You click on this button here that shows you mobile view, and it's loading the preview for mobile. Let's see what it's going to look like on a mobile phone, just to be sure. Yeah, so this is how it's going to look like on a mobile. It's showing sponsored, which we have never made it sponsored. These people are very funny. You go to Instagram feed again and you see how it's going to look. And once you're sure that you are done, you just hit the schedule button, and you are done. You click on schedule, right? And you schedule your content. Now, there's a finish later option, but the finish later means, okay, you don't want to post this now. Maybe you are working on it, but you don't want to post it. You want to schedule it yet. You want to schedule it. Maybe you want to edit it again later, right? Like keep it on a draft. It's not working because I don't have my two platforms on the same time. If we were the same time and dates, it will work, but that's why it's not working. So if you want to use that, then the two platforms have to be on the same time and date. And the moment you just finish with this, you just click on your schedule button and your post will go to schedule. So whether you are online at that time or not, whether you are available at that time or not, your posts will go live on Facebook and Instagram. Twitter has its own, but Twitter is not on their business suite. I don't know if it has it on mobile phone, but I know it has it on web. If you go to Twitter on your web, you try to post something, you're going to see the schedule button. You can schedule from there. Then we have the social media management tools that also work with this, work in this particular pattern. Those ones now are the ones that you can integrate more than one platform at a time. This one you have to do maybe Meta. For Meta, you have to do, you can only work on it for maybe Facebook and Instagram. You have to go to Twitter if you want to schedule on Twitter. You have to now go to LinkedIn if you want to schedule on LinkedIn. Kind of stressful. But with these social media management tools, you can schedule your posts. You can see traction from there. You can see analytics. They even give you, some of them give you opportunity to create reports from there, right? And from those platforms, you can schedule different posts and keep them till a very, very, very long time, right? Those platforms are platforms like take them down. I might not have the time to touch on them again, but you can go and check them on your own. We have social media management tools like Hootsuite. When we say Hootsuite, I'll just type their names in the comment section. Hootsuite, Hootsuite, Hootsuite. There's Hootsuite. There's Metricool. Metricool gives you a free version, and then you can pay for the premium. How can you use Instagram carousel? Coming. Metricool, we have Metricool, we have Lita. These are all different scheduling platforms. We have Sprouts. and a few others. And always check for them. Can use those platforms to do content across different brands, but most of them you have to pay for them. They are not free, and they give you a limitation of the amount of platforms you can use at a time. Yeah, attendance. It's 1 p.m. It's almost 1 p.m. Okay, guys. So I think that should be all. Someone asked, how can we use Instagram carousel? Can you unmute and tell me what you mean? I'm confused on that question. I think I should be that. That's just the most.
Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, sir. That is when you I know how to use Facebook, but this Instagram has been a problem. When you want to post on Facebook, I can put up a picture and write up under it and then post. But on Instagram, each time I want to post, it will be either story or reels. It will come out as video. As in it will show as video. So I want to know how to. Somebody says it's called Instagram carousel, something like that. When you put up a picture, if I want to, like what I put on the chat box there, you put a picture and be able to write something on that picture and then you post. If you check what I put on the chat box,
okay, I've dropped the attendance link anyways. Let me look at it. So, okay. This one that they wrote, caught someone's 5 persons for the defamation of Mercy Chinwo. This stuff on top, is that what you mean?
Something like that.
I'm trying hard to understand. I'm seriously trying hard to understand. Sorry.
Oh, look at the from opportunity for Africans.
Okay, let me look at this one. I'm looking at this call for application opportunity for Africans. Yeah.
Yes.
What am I seeing?
Design something, a photo
like this
that will have right up on it. Yes.
Okay, this is a graphic design, you know.
Okay.
This is a graphic design, and this is done by a graphic designer. With graphic design tools, I cannot teach Canva because we have limited time. I would have taught us how to use Canva to do simple designs. I don't know if you're aware of Canva. Yes, even our next class, I don't think I have that opportunity to teach us how to use Canva. My other class, I've been going to Canva. Can you hear me?
It's breaking.
I've sent the link. I've sent the attendance link. It's not the attendance link.
That's not the attendance link. It's another document that's popping up.
It's something logistic.
Yes, it's not the attendance link. Oh.
Okay, hold on. Let me send the attendance link. I think I made a mistake. Whose hand is up? Thelma, I think Thelma, your hand is up. Yeah. It's a mistake on my part. I'm sending the attendance link now. Sorry.
All right, sir, please, can I make announcements before you move? Why people are
one person at a time, please.
I raised my hand up, please. Thelma.
Okay,
I wanted to remind you to please help us drop the slides that you used for the training. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
You promised to. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I've dropped the attendance link now. You can click on this one. Sorry about the last one. The first one was a mistake. Okay, yeah.
The
Precious.
slides you used. You promised to.
I will drop the slide. I'll send it to if I should send it.
Thank you.
Abibat, yeah, your hand is up. So round up.
Thank you very much for the session. You know what you can
Why is that?
I wanted to talk about that Canva before you. It's possible for you to share your.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you clearly. Who is speaking? Titilayo. Yeah, I'm finding it difficult to hear you. Can you speak up a little? I don't know.
Okay, I'm actually commuting. I'm moving. I'm commuting.
Okay.
So
I can hear you now.
maybe that's why you can't hear
Better.
me well. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All
You
these
said
baby
I was
things that
waiting for you to mention Canva. I was waiting for you to mention Canva, and eventually you did. And that Canva, you can share your posts. You can schedule posts from Canva too.
Hey,
It's possible for you to schedule your post from Canva after you finish designing. Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard.
Papa, why are you making noise?
Who is talking?
Yes.
Can you guys try to mute your mic? Habibat, your hand is up. You have the floor now, please.
Yes, I've been trying to communicate. Okay. As I was saying, can you, if you don't mind, can I make an announcement to the house, please?
You want to make an announcement on
this particular course? We're giving an assignment, so I want to just make a quick announcement to my group members.
All right, good.
Okay. Please, if you are in group 3, let's agreed yesterday. So if you're in group 3, I'm just doing this so that we can all hear at once and have everybody on the platform quick. All right, thank you.
Guys, I think that's the much we have for today. So the thing is, for those of us who have not or are not conversant with using the Meta Business Suite, what I want you somebody's asking a question. What I want you to do is try and log into the Meta Business Suite. That's business.facebook.com. Log in with your Facebook account, right? It's possible that they might immediately you log in. Sometimes they immediately it happens in rare cases, and just in case it happens to you, you don't fret and don't get scared. They might log you, not maybe log you out, they might restrict you. It happens sometimes. So if they restrict you, what you have to do is just follow their steps and appeal to them. They will need to do a identity verification. Most times they want to be sure that you are the identity. If they smell spam or they smell a bit of foulness, right? Sometimes it just enters their head like that. So you just follow their steps and do the verification, and you log into the platform, and then you go to the platform. By the next class, I should be able to show us how to. Abibat is raising her hand again. I should be able to show. I'll post the link. By the next class, I should be able to show us how to. By the next class, I should be able to show us how to connect Facebook and Instagram accounts together, run Meta ads, and maybe any other thing that we're supposed to do before we round up. I've posted the attendance link again. Which web address? business.facebook.com, if that's the one you mean. Habibat, your hand is up.
Yes, sir. I want to ask concerning the Meta Business Suite. If we advise for a business that is just about to start, maybe because for me now, I opened an Instagram page and a Facebook page, but there's nothing yet. There's nothing yet on it. I want to start. Can I also open a Meta Business Suite? Will I be allowed?
Yes, I think you should be allowed. The Facebook page you created, do you have a Facebook account for it?
Yes, I have an account. I've opened an account under my business name, but there's nothing yet. It's not operating yet. It's just blank for now.
I want to be clear. I want you guys to understand something. Facebook page and Facebook account, they are not the same thing.
Yes, my mistake.
Okay, good. All right. Then it's possible.
Thank you, sir.
What else? Someone asked the question. I sell shoes, and when I post them on IG, they take my page down. You sell shoes, and when you post your shoes, they take your page down. Unmute yourself, Victory. Let me finish this question before I end this class. Victory, are you there? Can you unmute so that we can discuss about it before we end? I have another class I wanted to do this. I need to rest.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
So like whenever I post like sneaker on IG, like I had a standard IG page. So whenever I post them on IG, after some time they took my page down. I tried recovering the page and it's not. I'm like I couldn't get it back. They told me that they've temporarily like taken the page down. So I don't know if there's any cost. They are mainly like 90 sneakers amongst the others.
Okay. So I think why they took the page down is because you're posting an item that belongs to Nike.
Okay.
So it is not who has not filled the attendance link. I think your network is bad. So Victory, yeah. I think they took the page down because you posted a product that belongs to like Nike. Nike is a brand on its own, and you're posting a different brand's products, and probably you did not give them credit. So I think recently Mark started bringing down people's pages at random for certain reasons best known to him. So I think it was because of that, because of the products that you posted. The products do not belong to you expressly, and seeing the products names, like if the product, their names did not show as per their brand identities, they won't take it down. So it's because of those identities of those brands that you displayed on your page, and they are taking it down. That's why.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Thelma, last fire hand up.
Okay. So I want to talk about. I know some of the classes, like the next digital marketing class, will be a physical class.
Yeah.
So what of some of us are far that won't be able to make it?
I don't know. I don't know the plans. My hands are tied on that one.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a good question, because festivity is coming within the week, and I think they scheduled it for Friday, and maybe I think whether Salah will fall on either Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's usually a
Need
2-day
to be in
program.
a better place to
Abibat,
in a
on that,
better
please,
position
on
to
that.
address it now.
I
Is
think Salah
admin,
is
not the
about
facilitator.
Guys, that one has to be discussed with the lady in charge. I don't have my powers and up to that. I've been sending the attendance link. Have you guys filled it, please? Somebody is saying it cannot be reached. I don't know what I want to do about that now. Olufemilayo, you said the attendance list cannot be reached. I don't understand what you mean by it cannot be reached. It can't be reached. You can't fill out the attendance or what?
Yes, sir. That's what it's displaying. When I click on the link, it will just bring error, like the site cannot be reached.
But others are filling it. Why can't you fill? Are you sure you're typing the right thing? Do you copy and paste?
I'm just clicking on the link. I'm not typing. I'm clicking on the link.
I think it's your network. I think your network is bad. So what you're going to do is
Bad, and I've not been logged out from this room ever since.
I don't know.
Is
What network?
I just want to answer what she said. It's the network. I had the same issue for a
Your
few
model
days. So
is not working.
you have to use a hotspot. If you use it with your data, it actually doesn't work. So I had to use a hotspot before I could log in and fill the attendance.
Where is your hotspot? No hotspot to use now. Using my data.
Anyways, what I'm going to advise you is try a different browser. Number one, try a different browser from the browser you're using. Two, if it still doesn't work, copy the link, store it in a draft, and fill it out later. So you don't have this, you don't say you missed out the attendance. Copy the link, keep it somewhere in a draft. Then later you check the link again. Probably it would have been working by then for you. Then you can fill it out so that you know that part is settled. Yes, the slide will be sent to your group, to your WhatsApp group. Okay, guys, I think that is the much I can take. Thank you for your time and your attention.
Thank you so much. So my questions will wait when we come for
Thank
the
you,
physical
sir.
class.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy your
Thank you
afternoon.
so much, Mr. IB.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Sir, please can you drop a template of that calendar schedule something?
I'll send the template and the this thing
Slides.
together.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, thank you, thank you.